Alright, I am finally here. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. Today I'm going to be doing Fallout New Vegas, and the main reason for that is because there was a schedule, and I don't want to adhere to a schedule that's already been busted and broken. So I'm just gonna get right into it. And yeah, heavily modded Fallout New Vegas. I have a pretty tremendous amount of mods going on here, and I'm going to be restarting this playthrough because it has been several months. In fact, I think it's been December, which is more than half a year since I've played this on stream. And any of the new mods that I'm using are, they're not compatible with an existing playthrough. So, there's a lot going on with the mods, and I will just explain it as I go, as it's relevant, because honestly, I don't even remember all the mods that I'm using, so there's just a pretty huge amount. And welcome to the stream, Amara. Now, another thing that I'm going to do, because, again, I did stream this before and that VOD still exists, I'm not going to be going through the entire intro again. I think we've all seen it anyway, it's fine. This playthrough has a specific focus, and that is to actually play the game.
You're awake.
I will go through story stuff as normal though once I catch up, which won't take very long.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is.
But yeah, as far as I know, everything should be fine with the stream.
Tell me your name?
I did do tests beforehand.
I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't.
Now, I am using a mod that makes this intro go substantially faster. It actually skips a whole bunch of stuff, even various bits of dialogue. Because I've had to do a tremendous amount of restarts in order to test mods and stuff, so this is kind of what I do. Now, as for sex and races, I will showcase it. I will showcase this because it's incredibly stupid. So there's a lot of really interesting things that mods do. And one of the things that mods do is in order to get new appearances for some characters, like NPCs and stuff, they have to use the races. So they have to like edit them as a race, which means you can select them, which just causes a bunch of like duplicates and stuff. So you got like 2 African Americans, you've got, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I've also got mods that just add like characters from other games and like media and stuff. And this one looks pretty good, but a lot of these are just ripped from like existing games. They can be pretty goofy. You may also notice that they don't have eyes, some of them. That's because behind Doc Mitchell, you might have saw a bag, and that bag was basically a bag of eyeballs. And that you're supposed to insert them into this to make them have eyes. It's weird. And then you have some that just error out like this. Yeah, there's big ol' error. Yeah, it's... This Captain America looks awful, and I don't know why it's called Aria. I have no idea. I don't know why there's 2... Why are there 2 Captain Americas? And... I don't know. I don't know why one of them's called Belle, the other one's called... Maybe it's an error with selecting some female races that are showing up in the male listing. And then you got, like, Big Boss. Like... They're weird mods. They came in like packages and stuff. Is this guy? Okay, he does have a head. I thought he might have had a dented head in the back. And yeah, of course you have some that are just like, yeah, just female, but they just show up. I don't know what this is or where this came from, but this is a thing, whatever the hell this is. I'm sure it's from something. Of course, you got Chef. I think this one in particular, yeah, you can see a seam and stuff. This is like for an NPC. I think it's one of the, powder gangers or something, would be my guess. Also, there was one that, I had to get rid of because whenever I clicked on it, it crashed my game. And this is Danny Trejo, best known from Spy Kids. Of course, he has some movies, Machete or whatever. I've never seen them. You got all kinds of real stupid stuff. And of course, you got Enemy Front NPC. Who doesn't love Enemy Front NPC? Very normal stuff. Wouldn't be a bad choice just playing as Enemy Front NPC at some point. Especially whenever you go into VATS. This is Francis from Left 4 Dead. Who doesn't love a good old Francis? Garrus just doesn't work. He used to work, I think. But yeah, no, Garrus from Mass Effect, which we will be playing at some point in the near future. Maybe tomorrow, depending on my mood. Of course, Jon Snow, Game of Thrones, the Queen. You know, all that stuff. Of course, Joel from Last of Us, the video game that's very, causes everybody to go crazy these days whenever you talk about the sequel. And then you got Nathan Drake. We all know Nathan Drake. We got Han Solo, who's, turned into a Vaporwave. You know, Vaporwave cover album art. So, yeah. If you want to play as Vaporwave cover album art, that's your go-to. Then you got whoever the hell Hesh is. I'm gonna guess maybe because there's multiple variations that this is not an NPC and it's a playable thing. It's like intended to be used. And then you got whatever the hell this guy is. He looks like he's from God of War, which he might be since he's right next to Kratos. Which Kratos isn't even really... Maybe he only works with an outfit, because there are outfits that are included with some of these. So, maybe because there's this gigantic steam here, he only ever looks normal if you have his outfit on. Yeah, Leon Kennedy doesn't really seem to work very well at all. Or even look at all like Leon Kennedy. I don't even think even if you gave him eyeballs, it would look like look like anything. And yeah, Lara Croft. I think what's happening is it's just loading in Captain America anytime there's a female. At least most of them. Liara Tassoni looks weird. Again, it's a pretty common glitch. Logan looks pretty alright, I guess. Again, if he had eyeballs, he would look more normal. Loyal's like definitely an NPC of some kind. Loyal's got some problems going on here. You know, some big problems. Luke Skywalker looks pretty normal. Again, if he had eyeballs. I'm kind of imagining if he had eyeballs. And you got various versions of Mad Max. This one looks more on profile than the others. Also helps that, for whatever reason, this Mad Max has eyeballs. I don't know what makes him different from the other ones. Why does he get eyeballs, like, from the start and the other ones don't? This one looks amazing with, It'll look normal on the female one. But, this looks incredible. Truly, truly amazing. I don't know who Martin Walker is. Probably a Walking Dead thing. Yep. These all look kind of boring. Yeah, the Mass Effect ones all look the same. Don't know who this is. Now, of course, we know who Morgan Freeman is. That's, that looks like Morgan Freeman, I guess. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Don't know who any of these are. I've seen this for ages. This must be an NPC of some kind, but I don't know why it's called Pete and Lindsay. I don't know, and it looks like a kid. I've never been able to figure this out. I have no idea what's going on with this one. I really don't. And it looks like there are supposed to be eyes. It just looks like a possessed child to me. I just have nothing to go on. Rick Grimes, it's Walking Dead. The show that never ends. Of course, we got Riddick. Riddick looks pretty alright. Looks pretty okay. Robert Neville, I believe that's, I know it's Will Smith, but it's like that character from, the post-apocalyptic game, or not game, rather the movie, which was adapted from a book. Whatever that movie was called. I saw it once, but I don't remember the title offhand. Rocker Race looks normal. Don't know who Ronan is. Salazar looks vaguely like an actor that I recognize, but I don't know the character. Yeah, it is I Am Legend. You're right. That's the Will Smith one. Don't know who that is. Sam Fisher, it's Splinter Cell. A very dead franchise at this point. Hasn't been a new Splinter Cell game in eons. Sarah Connor looking very normal here. Yeah, another NPC for sure. Now, another one that looks exactly like the other dude with with nothing in his head. Mass Effect stuff. Thane. Yep, that's a Thane. Ripped from the game. And The Rock. Yep. Sure, why not? Who doesn't want to play as The Rock in Fallout New Vegas? Do some The Rock role-playing. And there's another Will Smith. Kind of seems redundant when the other one's exactly the same. I'm not sure what the goal was there with that. Just the same. And there's a Zaid, which doesn't work. And of course you got the females. Start from the top. That looks normal. Very good hairstyle. Got the hair penetrating the brain there. I hate it when that happens. And yeah, this is a weird one, I guess. Albert Wesker. You got the eyeball still, but everything else is kind of weird, and the ears are all kinds of fucked up. Yeah, the effects that you get when you use the unintended stuff is weird. So this is a mod that was buried for a long time and then got resurrected. This is the sexy robot mod. Also, I have a fucking notification turned on. Hold on a sec. I knew I forgot something today. Let me turn that off. Fucking email notifications. If you're ever wondering why I have email notifications on my computer, it's because if I don't see them here, I'm gonna forget about them, and sometimes they're important emails.
Most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered.
Okay. So, yeah, so this is the sexy Android robot mod. And, for whatever dumb drama reasons on the Nexus Mods website, it was, just not allowed. Or there was some kind of, like, I'm gonna remove the mod forever, and then they're like, I changed my mind 3-4 years later or whatever, and I'm bringing the mod back. But anyway, this is a sexy Android robot mod. We might play as this because it has some, like, perks and unique, goofy things about it that are kind of dumb and a bit overpowered, but the game is kind of modded in such a way that kind of facilitates it anyway, so it kind of would balance itself out, I think. But yeah, so this is a potential pick that we'll go with. It has a bunch of customizations, of course. And also, if I were to show this character with no clothes, apparently it will get me get my thumbnail completely flagged and I can't upload for some reason, even though there's nothing actually being shown. So, fun fact. Yeah, I think this is just the default, maybe the default race, the default Asian race. I'm not sure. It looks a little weird and goofy, so I'm assuming it might be just because it looks fucked up. And then you got a bunch of stuff that just don't work because it's male. All this looks really normal and just kind of not interesting. This is some Watch Dogs character, I guess. Yeah, all these are kind of just boring. I don't really look anything silly or stupid. This one's blonde, I guess, for some reason. enemy front NPC has I guess only has the pink in the eyeballs. This is a Last of Us character, I guess. Looks really fucked up. That's another empty head right there. Oh, that's another one that's all fucked up. I assume this is an NPC as well. These are probably the kinds of things that only work with NPCs, or they need like some other part, like a hat or something, to complete their look, so they don't look stupid and awful. Yeah, the female ones are not nearly as interesting in terms of how they get fucked up. This is a Liara Sassoni. It pretty much is a direct rip, as you can see, so there's nothing really wrong with it. It looks on profile, just taken from the game, so yeah, looks normal. And then this is another rip from like one of the Dead or Alive games, Marie Rose. I played as her for a bit before, and the last time I streamed this. Is, you know, anime. Another rip. Yeah, these all look pretty just boring, so we're getting through this pretty quick. Yeah, I guess that kind of looks like Sarah Connor, again, if I imagine she had eyes. And this is another... I don't know who this is supposed to be. Yeah, no real clue. Maybe they're NPCs, but usually they have some major error if they are. I don't know what a Trishka is. So, the question is, which race do I go with? I'm gonna probably go with the robot, just because it has some amusing, interesting things about it that are kind of different. And also, this mod hasn't been showcased a whole lot. But I'll make sure to be very careful to not show the character without any clothes. I'm gonna be playing it first person almost exclusively anyway, and I will typically always have clothes on, so it should be fine. Should be fine. So it's only got 2 presets. We'll just go with that. I won't mess with anything else that's more specific. And yeah, they're pretty much duplicated entries. It's just kind of how it is. Like, there's a lot of duplicated entries with the races. So there's a lot of hair options. Not all of them are as compatible with each other. But, so how it goes, especially if you're playing in third person, which I don't really aim to, because I've really never played this game in third person, and there's not really any mods that make it appropriate and playable in third person. Despite the fact that there's some people who do play in third person and they're weird. Like, if you're playing Skyrim in third person with the right mods, it's playable and it's fine, but New Vegas, it's kind of not, because you have a lot of issues with it, especially with the camera. But anyway, I won't harp on the appearance too much, just because the only time we'll really see it is in VATS, or if I'm just going in third person, if people want to see what the character looks like. But long hair always causes visual glitches. Like, as you can see here, there's like clipping. It does look the best, so to speak, but it does have various visual glitches and potential clipping with model and stuff like that. But I don't care. This hairstyle looks decent, so I'm gonna go with it. And then for hair color, there's all kinds of options, I guess, but I'm gonna go with something probably stupid and purple, because why not? Make it obnoxious. Make sure that this character can never get a job in real life. Alright, guess we'll go with this. And ideally, this should be the start of a long playthrough. Should be a lot to go through.
Okay. No,
and there's the bag of eyeballs, if you can see it there. We'll inspect those shortly.
Get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Okay, so here's where I have to do a bunch of quick configurations of mods. I'll probably go in this menu a few times, but I don't have to change too many things. Most of what I have to change is in Solid Project, which is one of the best mods for New Vegas to come out in recent years. It used to be a mod that you couldn't get, and it was removed from the Nexus due to dumb drama. And then I guess they decided, no, I'm going to be not stupid, and I'm going to bring it back. So that's what they did. Now, as far as I know, there's not much else I need to really tweak here. Should be pretty close to done here, at least for now. Anything else I'll just tweak later. But some of this stuff is saved, thankfully, so I don't have to do it each time. Also, the Daughters of Ares thing is the race that I'm using, and it has its own, like, tweaks and stuff as well that you can use here in the menu. Yeah, this all looks okay, I think, so should be fine.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Alright, so for character building here, normally, it really depends on my whim and what I'm doing. Since this is kind of intended to be the proper first playthrough and stuff, I'm going to go with, you know, something that showcases the more potentially interesting stuff. So I'm going to go with, like, higher agility, higher intelligence, that kind of thing. So one thing of note is, in almost every circumstance, charisma is kind of like a useless stat. There are ways to make it useful, but charisma is kind of one of those things where you really don't need it. And that's true in a lot of RPGs. The main advantage that charisma has is if you're doing like a full follower playthrough and you're not shooting anything and you're just having all the characters do it for you. The charisma can be helpful because it'll increase your nerve, and nerve is basically makes them much harder to kill. But the thing is too is that companions, they basically are already really tough to begin with, but I guess if you want them to be extra tough, higher charisma will increase their nerve, which makes them overall more effective. But again, they're pretty overpowered to begin with. As for the rest of these stats, let's see here. I'm probably going to keep these. Yeah, having high luck is nice. There's a lot of advantages to that. Get more crits, get more gambling, and all that. Probably leave the rest of this alone. And there's a reason why. Normally I lower other stuff like perception and all that, because again, perception also can be a bit subjective in its usefulness. But basically, one thing that's really goofy about this mod, you're gonna see real quick with this race mod, is you get like a bunch of free special points. Now, as far as skills are concerned, generally speaking, this is more complicated. So there's a lot that you can do, and a lot of them are good choices. But generally speaking, I find in order to progress through the general quests in the game, especially the main story stuff, and do it quickly, repair, science, and guns, having them tagged right off the bat, is a much better choice. So, main reason for that is guns are just overall the easiest to get ammunition for, and they're pretty overpowered. And repair is something that you use constantly, so it's just really helpful in general. It helps you make more money, it helps keep your gear more maintained. It's just good overall. And then you have science, which science is incredibly overpowered and does all kinds of things, and just does a lot more than something like lockpicking. Lockpicking has its uses for sure, but you can do way more with science than you can with lockpicking. Almost everything in the game can be hacked, but you can't lockpick everything. So that's kind of how it goes. Again, none of these skills are actually useless. just some are more useful than others. And if I were doing a different build, like say a melee or unarmed build, then I would change a few things around, like not choose guns, for example. But yeah, it's all good. So as for traits, this is where it gets a little goofy. So Android is one of the traits added from the Daughter of Ares mod. And it adds you extra 10 science, 20% limb resistance, 15% rad resistance, water breathing, plus 5 damage threshold, poison and chem immunity, and fire resist, and then negative 30% EWS resistance, which, if I'm understanding what that means correctly, it means that anything that's like an EMP attack or maybe like a laser attack, you're a lot more vulnerable to. So I guess energy weapon stuff, I guess, is the thing. Also, it's kind of cut off here, probably due to resolution or UI bug or something, but I think it says something like no needs. Like if you're playing hardcore mode, you don't have to drink, I guess, or eat. That would be my guess. Again, it makes sense because you're an android. It is a bit overpowered, but I think it'll be goofy fun. So we'll see how it goes. And there's a whole bunch of other traits here, and one of the things that I do have enabled for mods is I can take like as many traits as I want, mainly because most of the traits are not actually overpowered and they're just differences. So it's not really that necessary to have yourself get restricted. So 4 Eyes is a good perk as long as you're okay with wearing glasses constantly, which generally speaking I am. And the rest of these are kind of like whatever. You take them if you really want them, but they're not that big of a deal. Skilled. Skilled is kind of, I guess, alright, because this game throws a ton of experience at you already, and it's really easy to just get overpowered in this game no matter how much you mod it. So I might take skilled just to get an extra +5 and stuff. That is pretty handy. Like 10% less experience is really not that big of a deal. Let's see. Small frame can be nice, but I've tried it before, but man, it can get real old real fast when your limbs just get crippled constantly. So here's another Daughter of Ares thing, overclock. Perform an overclock on your CPU. Increases perception and agility by 2 points, and speed by 5%, but reduces the amount of experience you earn during the game by 10%. So if I were to take both skilled and overclock, I would be negative 20% experience. Personally, I think the trade-off is worth it. Again, experience is pretty easy to come by in this game, and things do scale to your level to various extents anyway. So yeah, I'll take an extra 2 agility points for sure. And this is, of course, hardcore mode. I'm not going to play hardcore mode, and especially if I'm playing Daughter of Ares, it kind of is mostly not, like, worth using, because there's barely any difference at that point, other than the fact that companions can just permanently die, which is incredibly annoying. In case you're a big gamer or whatever, and you're like, man, you're not playing hardcore mode, you're just bad at video games. And I say to that, I've beaten the game like with almost no mods in hardcore mode. It's not really that much harder. It's just kind of more annoying than it is anything else. Like, frankly speaking, this is an incredibly annoying game mode, and I don't get the appeal of it. But rest assured, I have beaten the game with it, and yes, it was annoying.
Huh. Must be some frontal lobe damage. Alright, I guess that about does it.
I very rarely ever have Doc Mitchell say something that's not frontal lobe damage, by the way. It's always a pleasant surprise if he ever says anything different. I'm pretty sure it's glitches from mods that cause it. Alright. So these are classes, which again, part of the Daughter of Ares mod. Tracking machine. What will be changed by choosing this class? Plus 10 guns and speech. 10% speed multiplier, which is a really big deal. That means not only movement speed, but also like weapon switching, like melee attacks, stuff like that. And then you have +1 perception, +1 agility, +2, +1 intelligence, minus melee, -10 melee, and science, which is a bit of a drawback, because science is really good. You can boost it back up, though, and we did get extra boosts from science for the other things, so it kind of negates the penalty. 1 less endurance and strength, which strength is incorrectly spelled. It's strength, and less damage resistance, which means I will be more easier to kill, but I do get night vision, which may or may not work with the ENB that I'm using. I don't have to select a class, mind you, but yeah, all the classes are like this, where they have like a bunch of advantages and then some disadvantages. I find this to be the most overpowered just based off of what it does, because yeah, like I think it's well worth the trade-off. So I'm going to go with Tracking Machine. And the Pip-Boy 2501 got activated, which is basically a special Pip-Boy mod. Makes it look all cool and pimpin' like this. And it's a nice Pip-Boy mod. I'm also using the Vault Girl mod for maximum immersion. And if you're wondering why I have claws and a crossbow and a rising sun and shurikens to start with, it's from a gigantic weapon mod that I use called the Armory, and it lets you select pre-made shit. And I never bothered to change what it gives me to start with. So, I'm not sure how much use these will get. I'll probably just sell them. And yeah, is it a Ghost in the Shell reference for the for that thing? Probably. I would probably guess it is. Now, I don't know what the options are for the Pip-Boy, but I'm not really going to worry about it a whole lot. Yep, should be good. So here's the point where we loot almost everything in Doc Mitchell's house. Oh, and before I forget, player.modav carry weight 90,000. That is a console command sheet to give me effectively unlimited carry weight. I've been through this before in the last time I played this, but since most people who would be watching this would not know what I'm talking about, basically, it is of my opinion that the carry weight system in Bethesda games is actual garbage. And it really just amounts to a lot of time wasted and a lot of busy work on just doing nothing. Because anytime that you have a carry weight system in these games, people just find ways to circumvent it anyway, either through doing multiple trips to get everything looted, or doing silly stuff like putting everything on a corpse and carrying it to their destination. So it's kind of one of those things that just doesn't really help at all. The argument that some people would make, and they're dumb, but there's some arguments that they would make where it's like, oh, well, the carry weight thing prevents it so that you get super duper powerful, and you can't break the economy in the games and stuff, because if you could just carry everything and then sell it, then you're just going to have effectively unlimited money. But the thing is those people still do multiple freaking loot trips, and they still loot everything anyway. They just do it like a million times slower because they have this carry weight thing. And then they do stuff like, oh, I've got all these cheese wheels, and I have to figure out if these cheese wheels are worth carrying. What's all this stuff taking up space in my inventory? And then they spend 30 minutes every session or longer just messing with their loot and wasting time instead of actually playing the game. And that's what I think about carry weight in these fucking games. So, I have an option to create stim packs or some drugs. I prefer stim packs, personally. And these are extra lockers. These are for the other races that we went through, like Riddick and stuff. So this is like his locker and his stuff. I'm not going to take any of this because some of it's overpowered and dumb. This is another one. This is for like the post-apocalyptic survivors mods. So you got the Mad Max, your Rick Grimes, or Robert Neville. All that stuff that we went through, it's all here. I still don't know who Chakan is. Probably some comic book character or something. And these are the eyeballs that I talked about. Get your eyeballs here. And yeah, these are all the eyeballs. They're just sitting in a bag. That's what they do. Just in a bag. Normal things, right? Let's see how many there are. Look at all of these eyeballs. Completely normal stuff. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Also, I have a mod that lets me sleep in beds that are not owned by me. Something that should just be in these games by default. You may have also noticed I'm really fast, and it's because movement speed. I have a mod that dictates my movement speed by my agility, plus having the Daughter Varies modifier, and giving me extra 10% speed modifier, so I just move really fast. Also, I should be clothed now, so I hope it's safe to show her. But yeah, we're zooming now, and I'm not even sprinting, by the way, because of course, if you don't have a sprinting mod in Fallout New Vegas, you're not playing the game correctly. Just saying. But now, you may say too, why, like, if I have infinite carry weight, essentially, why would I not just pick up everything that's not nailed down? Well, there is a good reason for that, and I do still pick and choose what I pick up. It mostly just comes down to, like, I don't want a bunch of shit, cluttering things up and making it impossible for me to find things. Or, because also this game, if you go too high in carrying your stuff, the inventory will just lag out, and so will other things in the game. They'll just lag out gigantically, so you do have to have some kind of, like, restraint. But there is a mod that I use that does let me instantly sell things as I pick them up. I don't use it for anything other than junk, typically, because it's busted and breaks the game in ways that you typically don't want to break it. So I do have some restraint. And this is like Liara to Sony's locker. This is just armor for, you know, her character. It's overpowered. We're not going to take it. Now, take all this. I want all those drugs. Okay, that's good. Doc Mitchell's just chilling in his bed. Why not? Now, cigarettes I will always take because cigarettes have a use later on in the game. They are very valuable, but you only know how valuable they are once you actually do dead money. Now, I think I've looted most of the essentials. Mind you, it doesn't really matter if you don't loot everything. Like, this game's not that hard. But generally, there's some stuff I try to always make sure I get. Interesting enough, the game doesn't let me crouch yet. Oh yeah, that's like a dodge roll. I might have to change the button for that or the setting. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use that dodge roll. Well, I think I have picked it clean well enough. And now we have to go through a bunch more loading of mods and a lot of prompts. So, as for why the cigarettes change in, or why the cigarettes are useful, it's because Dead Money has a thing that basically lets you, exchange cigarettes for a bunch of their currency, and that currency is really, really overpowered and gets you a bunch of valuable materials like stim packs. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here, admire the view, while I, wait for all these prompts to finish. A lovely, gigantic moon tonight. I always notice that the moons are always abnormally large in most video games, especially older ones. I'm not really sure why that is, but yeah, the moon's not exactly to scale. I believe it is modded to look better, but even without the mods, it was way too big. And you might have also noticed that the nights are not freaking pitch black dark, because I noticed a lot of people seem to love these pitch black dark nights where you can't see shit, despite the fact that nights are not actually that dark in real life. It's an interesting thing I noticed with mods for this game. Now that that's all out of the way, I'm going to go to Victor's shack. That's the robot who saved us. Dug us out of our grave. I'm going to loot what he's got in here. There's also another handy-dandy mod that I use. And that mod is this right here. It's also written in ESL, basically. ESL means English Second Language. It might have been Google translated. You seems of this I took book somewhere engineers wrote in hand. Tips, and repairs on Bichiri to repair has been written in there. You got a perk of jury rigging. So basically what that does is it gives me the perk jury rigging pretty much as soon as I interact with that book, as opposed to getting it myself later on in the game. Now, the reason for that is because it's basically the whole repair system is kind of borderline useless garbage trash, and you pretty much need it to you know, it's basically the game is better if you just have it right off the bat, as opposed to having to scrounge and suffer to try and get it. Because I think you need to be level 14 or 16 at the very least in order to get jury rigging. And the game really is, it's difficult at that. It's just annoying. It's just really annoying, frankly speaking. So I just don't deal with it. Also, Fallout 4 literally has jury rigging built into the game. Like, so I'm not too concerned about it. Now, one of the mods that I do use, which I mentioned, was instantly sell stuff. There's a few junk items that I tend to get a lot of. I'm trying to see. Yeah, there we go. I marked it as vendor trash. So whenever I pick these up, they will just be sold instantly. Anything that's like a real junky, useless item. Yeah, there we go. A whole whopping 3 caps. It's really going to break the economy that way. Same thing with a paperweight. Pretty sure I'm never going to use a paperweight. I won't do this with every single item, but I will do it with some of them just because I know I'm going to accidentally pick up a bunch of them and they're going to clutter shit up and cause potential inventory lag. So there's this gravity gun. I've not used this weapon mod, and I probably won't use it much at all. It's an energy weapon, and I'm not going energy weapons for this playthrough, but if I happen to get a bunch of spare stuff for skills, which I probably will if I play long enough, then I might try some energy weapons. Now, let's see. These burned books, they have multiple entries. So you kind of have to do this for a bunch of them until the game recognizes that, yeah, you don't want these burned books. So yeah, it's a nice mod. Because again, you do tend to pick up burned books on accident a lot. Now, I'm gonna go in here. And this is completely different. Also, pitch black. Can't see shit. So normally there's just a bunch of mantis in here, and there are, but they're being destroyed by this gigantic legion of monsters. So these are extra followers. They're all pretty overpowered, some more than others. And yeah, this is just a big batch of follower mods. It just has a whole bunch of animal followers and creature followers that you can just take. I don't know if I'm going to use them because they're kind of busted, so... Also, followers can be a bit of an annoyance at times, frankly speaking, so... I will use some followers for sure, but I think I prefer to use the followers that actually, you know, have something to do with the story in the game. Like the ones that are built into the game. Also, the quick loot mod, which came from Fallout 4 and was re-implemented into this game as well as Skyrim, is a pretty worthwhile, amazing mod. That's one of the best mods that's ever been added to this game. It just saves so much time. So much time. Alright. So there's this hacking minigame. I'm personally not a big fan of it. I know a lot of people are. But also for the sake of time and stuff, I just prefer to just have it basically be a free solution. I do know how to play the minigame, but same thing with the lockpicking. Like, I know how these minigames work. I don't want to engage in them. That's just basically how it goes. I've done it a million bajillion times. I've got nothing to prove, and I just want to save time. Okay. So I got ourselves some more weapons. 10mm pistol, which we barely have any ammo for, so I won't worry about that for now. So I guess from this point on, I may as well progress the Good Springs quest. You know, you could just straight up ignore this. Like, you don't even have to do this, but it's basically free XP. Oh, there's a dog. These are corgis. I have a mod that just adds corgis to the game in various locations, mostly settlements, because why not? You can even force recruit them if you so desire. Like, if I wanted to, I could just force recruit this guy. But that's a mod that I've got that lets me just recruit anything, almost. I've done it before, and it's pretty funny, but I'm not sure if I want him or not. The thing is that corgis also have an issue in this game where they can't go up steps. It kind of becomes a problem. It's true to life, really. I'm just doing some stealing, don't mind me. Now let me see which, Can I lockpick this? No, it's too hard. So, if you're wondering why I, despite having science and can disengage locks, and, you know, why I would do it twice, it's basically experience. If you hack something, and then you also, lockpick something, it's basically you get experience for doing, like, doing a successful thing of it. And that's pretty much all it is. Not bad, not bad. I think pencils can be used in the Old World Blues DLC, but I'm not certain. I don't think their use is really that substantial. It's like really minor if I recall correctly, so don't think I'm going to worry too much about pencils, especially since they're kind of a pain in the ass to pick up to begin with. But I will mark a few more things to just be sold automatically. Let's see. I think hammers have some use, so I won't worry about them too much, but this Scorched book's gotta go. And all these books as well. Should be good. I don't know why it's moving like that. Don't ask me. It's just having a seizure. This door kind of looks a bit different. Must be a texture mod of some kind.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Cheyenne, stay.
So, she has the worst voice acting
worry,
in this
she
game.
won't bite unless I tell her to.
And it's one of the first NPCs you talk to, usually. She's the
Yeah,
tutorial
I guess there's a
NPC,
thing or two I could show you.
and
Sounds like you need.
most of the voice acting in New Vegas is quite outstanding, but unfortunately,
Hey.
not her.
You out of your mind? Ain't she-
Oh, and all these cabinets here are basically cheat cabinets. I don't really intend to use them. But yeah, I might do them as a showcase because they do have some some weapons that you can't get, like, otherwise. Like, they're basically just, like, weird, like, holdover weapons from the Armory mod that never made it into the leveled lists or any of the, world. So I might show those off at some point later.
See the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Yes, I'm gonna make sure that I make all my shots count.
Try crouching down and nice shot. Well, that's a start.
That was very difficult. So there's a further tutorial that you can do that's much longer, and you get more supplies out of it, but it's not worth the trouble and time, so I'm just gonna end the tutorial right here and speed things along. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is talk to Trudy. And yes, look at that glorious ENB. That glorious sunrise, or is it a it's a sunrise. Gotta be because of it was night before. Yeah, it's 7 a.m. Look at that. Doesn't that look wonderful? That's the power of quality ENBs. I'm trying to remember which one I'm using. I think I'm using the Rudy one.
Yeah, like grenades and explosives. NCI's got those too.
The one about hard, Bill.
This is like uncut content. These guys always chatter here and don't shut the fuck up.
Get crazy,
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
before you even think.
This is Joe Cobb. He's part of the quest. You can kill him right off the bat, which is what I just did.
I'm not cleaning that up.
I'm also not cleaning it up.
I hope you didn't just bring a heap of trouble down on Good Springs by killing Joe Cobb like that. His friends.
So
might
this is
come
something that I
looking for
do
him.
almost every time I
don't
play
think
the
they're
game
gonna
now,
care who
unless
was
I'm doing
involved
some
in his death
role-playing thing
not.
or whatever.
Well, what's done is done. So, what can I do for you? Looks like our little town got
So,
itself dragged
the
into
Good
middle
Springs
of something
quest,
we
I
don't
think
want
most people are
anything to
pretty
do
familiar
with.
with it at this
About a
point.
week ago,
So
this
I'm gonna
trader,
pretty much
Ringo,
power
comes into
through
town.
it. It's pretty inconsequential and never comes up in the game ever again, really. It's just basically tutorial quest stuff. Don't really worry about it too much. One thing that's great about this game is you can just skip all that. It's not like you have to actually engage in it or do it. It's definitely a big plus. I would steal some stuff here, but there's NPCs here that won't go away, so you know. I guess I'll leave it alone. Alright. I don't know why Trudy's leaving. Shouldn't she be here at this hour? Maybe she only comes at the saloon at 9 a.m. Because the thing is that the NPCs are, they basically are designed to always be spawned and staying here until you get to that point in the quest, and then they reset and go about their routine. Anyway, let's go talk to Ringo. May have noticed I'm just super fast, and I do like that quite a lot because it's fun and it saves so much time. This is more Mass Effect stuff. This is like Shepard and 7 armor. It's pretty busted and overpowered. We're not going to use it.
That's close enough.
Ringo's supposed to talk to
Who
me,
are
but
you? What do
his
you
AI
want with
seems
me?
a bit busted for whatever reason, and he didn't just talk to me immediately. Kind of weird. A man named Joe Cobb was looking for you, but I killed him.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay. So let's get this going. Cool.
So what's going on?
I'm not done yet, Ringo. Go away. Alright, right, the NPCs aren't spawned here, so I have to actually just freaking track them down in their beds, which is always a good time. I wanted to tip this big horner over, but I might have to be melee for that. Hold on. Or maybe... Hold on. No, I don't need to be melee. It's just not working. I guess you can't tip over the young bighorners. It's only the normal-sized adult ones. Anyway, where is she living at?
Hello.
Oh no, she's not. She's still walking.
I don't think Joe Cobb knew what hit him.
It's
I'm
really
hoping he took
unusual
him
for
down
them
for a
not to
good
be in
reason
their
and not for
designated
fun.
locations. Alright. Now I got a lot of NPCs I can talk to. It's all purely optional. There's Trudy.
So you're planning on taking on Joe? I was planning on...
Alright, nice. So I got this, So if you convince Trudy to help, it makes the fight potentially a lot easier. Not that it's a really hard fight to begin with, but it makes it a little bit, more interesting, because you have more people in the fight.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it,
Okay, so for the barter thing, it's a little harder to clear, especially when you have one charisma, because you don't have as much barter to start with. I should have a magazine, either on me or in this room, that should be able to, get me up to speed.
You looking to buy some
I
supplies?
could be able to buy just straight off him, though. So let's see. I believe it should be in the aid category. Yeah, here it is. I don't know if that would give me enough, though.
Pleasure doing.
I'd have to see. What are my stats for that? 14. So I think I would be one short. That would be kind of annoying. And I don't think these stack. Oh, wait. No, I don't think... No, that won't give me barter. So I don't think I can get him to help me, but I have spares, I guess, so I may as well try
You
it.
looking to buy some supplies?
Yeah, I'm just one skill point short. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I won't really worry about it too much. It's not that big of a deal. It's nice, though, if you can get it. So he sells a bunch of, like, really interesting stuff. I don't think I'm really gonna buy much off him, though. I would like to buy this leather armor, though. A lot of this stuff is outside my price range anyway, and a lot of it is modded stuff. This is a lot of junk that I don't really need. I'll take the scrap metal, though. Scrap electronics are also nice to have. They're used for a bunch of stuff. There's also a portable bedroll and Campfire, which is kind of just a way to, the modded thing to let you just, like, you know, either use survival stuff, like make, you know, food and stuff like that, whenever you want, or, like, just sleep whenever you want. It can break the game in some annoying ways, though, if, like, you sleep in the middle of nowhere, mainly that you can just be immediately attacked upon waking up. So there can be issues like that that come across, but it's still a nice thing to just, like, have on your person. What's he got for ammo? He's got a pretty good amount of ammo. I'm not sure, though, how much I'm going to be able to afford. It depends on what I can sell. This gravity gun is kind of worth a lot of money. And I think, by the way, in case you're wondering about the economy stuff, I'm pretty damn sure I'm using a mod that, like, is supposed to balance the economy. So basically everything is worth a lot less money and you don't get as much money as the idea. So that's my understanding of one of the mods that I'm using. So I'm doing my best to make sure that things are not going to go completely crazy out of control. But just due to the way that these games are made, I guarantee you that it will get crazy and out of control later. I also just know way too much about this game to really, like, you know, I can't really be nerfed that easily. So I may as well just sell these. I'm not going to use them. Same with the gravity gun. I'm really not going to use it, and I'll take the free money. Why not? Let's see what else I can get off him. Does he sell any 10mm? Does not seem to be selling any 10mm. Shotgun rounds aren't a bad choice. They're also really cheap. I may as well get them. Magnum rounds are a bit more costly for obvious reasons, but they are nice to have. Especially once I get Magnum stuff. Guess I'll take these 5.56 rounds. I'll take the shovel. Shovels are useful. You need them to interact with a few things in the game, especially you're in Good Springs. We got some armor options that I could go with, but they might bust the game too much. Some of these are kind of more later game. I think I'm good. I think I'm good on that. I'll save the money. Alright, nice.
Doing business with you.
Let's get that all set up and equipped. Oh, I do have a magnum. I didn't even notice that. I guess I picked it up from one of the things that I lockpicked or whatever. Not a whole lot I can repair with at the moment. Mostly just gonna be using the pistol for now, because that's what I got the most ammo for. And the magnum's not... yeah, it's kind of a bit... don't think I want to get rid of this pistol either, so I don't want to repair this, because I'll eat this. And I don't want to eat this 10mm, because this will be nice to have later on, once I actually get some ammo for it. I basically just need more things to repair with. Alright, so I'll wear this leather armor, I'll repair it with the powder ganger outfit, and there we go. Got my stim packs on. Don't need anything else in a shortcut at the moment, so it should be fine. I do have a weapon repair kit, but it's based off of your repair skill, and it would be kind of a waste to use it this early in the game, so I won't worry about it for now. Also, I guess there's mod lists here. I'm not sure what they're for exactly. I don't remember what AGSU is, honestly. Also, I've literally have never seen chat just sit in this chair before. That's honestly new to me. I've played this game for a tremendous amount of hours, like 800 hours or something like that. And I've never seen him do that. I've only ever seen him be in front of this counter and then either sleeping in bed and then I have to wake him up. So I can't really steal this without him seeing. So I'd have to come back at night if I really cared, but I don't care that much. So I guess I can't. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I was behind the pillar, so it worked. Perfect.
Hey there.
I always like a free weapon. Okay, so at this point, go back to Doc Mitchell, get some free medical supplies, because we love to rip off Doc Mitchell. Wherever the hell he is. Oh, he should be marked. Yeah, here we are. He's just standing by his bed ominously. Oh, and I got a little bit extra because of my medicine skill. Nice. Okay. You know, one thing I hate, unrelated to anything, but one thing I hate is when I get shit caught under or on my mouse pad that then just gets, you know, rolling on my freaking mouse, and then I have to freaking wipe it off. Like just random crumbs and shit like that. That just inevitably somehow make them onto my mouse pad. And then, yeah, it's just annoying. It happens way more often than I'd like. Okay, so I don't think there's anybody else worth talking to at this stage other than Easy Pete, but I don't think I can pass the skill check for dynamite. It's kind of... oh, I can. Okay.
Uh-huh. Guess...
okay, nice. Yeah, that sounds pretty awful with the with that mouse trouble. I've never had anything that bad happen, but it gets pretty annoying. Like, it keeps happening. Stuff keeps finding its way on here. Why does it keep happening? Goodness. I was just drinking some cola there. Some Coke Zero. Even now, the mouse pad's still a little bit. It's got something on it, or something's caught in the feet. I wish it would stop. I think I fixed it. Okay. God, that's annoying. It happens so often. It's so annoying. Oh man.
So what's going on?
Okay.
Did Sonny agree to help us?
Yeah, Sonny's with us. And then this triggers the event.
Time to look alive. The powder.
Let's go. This should be pretty glorious, but I'm gonna steal shit first. Oh, another 9mm. I wonder if it's better than the one I currently have. Probably not. I think this model might be a bit inferior. This is 30 DPS, 8 damage. They're pretty close. This one's got a little more durability. I think that it doesn't really matter much aside from aesthetic. At least it gives me more damage. Of course, I got the silence pistol if I ever want to do some stealth stuff, which is an option because I have such high agility. So I should actually have some pretty decent sneak skill. Also got my level up. Where's my sneak at? Yeah, 32 is a pretty good starting point. I don't really do a lot of stealth in these games, but I might do a little bit more of it just for the sake of variety. Alright, so I got my skill points to assign. Already starting pretty damn high, really. I'll distribute them a little more evenly here. The main ones that I care about are repair and science, for obvious reasons. Basically what I went over earlier in the stream. You get so many benefits if you get these like maxed early on. Wasn't there a mod? Why is it showing me every single perk in existence? I could have sworn I had a mod or some kind of setting that only showed the ones that I could take, and not like literally every perk in existence, but grayed out. Because that makes it really annoying for navigation. Like, that's really obnoxious. I wish it didn't do that. I might have to look into that at some other point. Okay, so anyway, let's take a look at our perks. So, Black Widow is a very powerful perk, and it basically makes you more effective against male opponents. And the vast majority of NPCs, like enemy NPCs in this game, are males. There are not a tremendous amount of females in the Fallout universe for many multiple reasons, some of which are political or whatever. And if there are females, they're typically not ones that are going out and fighting unless they're raiders, but even then it's kind of a bit subjective at times. But anyway, 10% more damage against them is kind of a big deal, and there's also some very powerful Black Widow specific perks that are used in dialogue, like the perk says here. You can do some pretty amazing stuff with this. Black Widow is really good, and that's probably going to be my first perk like it normally is. I also do have a few modded perks, and I've never been able to get the icons to work correctly for years. They used to work a long time ago, but they don't anymore, so I just get this pipOS error 26 file not found. So anything that's like a custom perk typically doesn't have its own icon. I also have this mod that I very briefly showed with a dialogue prompt. Well, not a dialogue prompt, it's just a prompt in general, and I just got rid of it instantly. I have never tried this mod, but there's this Allison Wonderland mod that comes with its own full, like, level and stuff, and it comes with these perks, and these perks are all stupidly busted, overpowered nonsense, and I'm not going to use them. For instance, this perk right here, when playing as a female character, or Alice, you have Lady Luck. You gain 5% run speed, 5% critical chance, and 5% damage to all weapons. And you're more easily forgiven for crimes, and you gain 15% radiation resistance. Who thought Who thought that this was like a balanced perk? This is busted nonsense that does way too many things, and they're all very, very good things. And this is also a bit of a lewd thing right here. This is basically just the you're a lesbian type thing. So it's basically the same thing, but it's for females. It's not as useful, but it exists. This is another one of these busted modded perks. So you basically apparently get some NPC or whatever, the Cheshire Cat, how you pronounce that. And it's, yeah, you see what it does here. Upon drinking it, you put a single point into any one of your special attributes. Kind of busted, but also a bit redundant because there is a perk already that gives you a special attribute. I'm not sure what the point is. I guess other than giving you 3, it'll give you 3 free special boosts, which is, I guess, its own kind of busted. Maybe that's the point. It gives you invest 1 perk point to get 3 special points. And this is like I think I've tried this once. It's a weird, goofy modded thing that I think just changes a few things in the game and gives you some free stuff, but takes away some stuff. It's something like that. I'm not too worried about it. Drink to last. Only the people who have almost died from thirst know how precious water is, regardless of where it is pumped from. With this perk, you can fill up any empty bottles from any toilet. Not really too concerned about that. That's more of a hardcore thing, and I don't care about that. Yeah, this is intense training. It's what I was mentioning earlier. You just invest a perk point, get a special attribute. It's kind of a dump perk if you don't have anything else to invest in, I guess. So this is an interesting custom one, which can have some nice advantages depending on what quests you're doing. So when you fail to convince someone, all your hits become critical for the next 10 seconds. Can be very advantageous if you have a certain weird character build. I kind of always like this modded perk. So Junk Grounds is also pretty damn nice, but is very situational where you need 6 luck and 45 repair to even use this perk. And it's, as it says here, survival is the mother of invention. Craft ammo at the reloading bench using alternate materials like scrap metal and tin cans. A really nice alternative thing to have, and it's a very good perk that I might take at some point. So this is a perk that's just for if you like not wearing heavy armor. Oh, rather light armor. You like wearing light armor. You get some extra boosts. It's kind of a nice thing if you're not keen on having more damage reduction and whatnot. Rapidly reload is also an excellent choice. Just faster reload, it's always a nice thing. Retention's kind of useless. Swift Learner is kind of a junky perk that is kind of useless because you get so much experience in this game, and I'm already taking a 20% reduction, so it's like, it really doesn't matter. You get too much XP anyway, who cares? So why would you invest 3 ranks to get more experience? It's just pointless. So this is another one. It's a modded. So basically, you just, if you're doing a melee build, this is a nice way to get free damage, I guess. Might be a bit busted because melee and unarmed are already kind of like really overpowered. So I'm gonna go with Black Widow. It's the most useful at this stage, does the most for us. I'll just take all this free food, why not? Some of it can be used to make other stuff. And survival is something I'll probably invest into a lot more later on, because survival is a really incredibly useful thing that does tend to go under the radar a lot, I find. Not a lot of people appreciate survival, but it can do some pretty impressive stuff, even if you're not playing hardcore. It's genuinely quite powerful. These are some stim packs that are very missable. I've missed them before in the past, but they were just in that corner there. A lot of people probably don't know that those are there. Well, the fight's already started. One of the corgis just got downed. Alright, where are we at here? They all seem to be mostly clustered up. Yeah. Nice. That went really well. And I don't think there were anybody who died in Good Springs.
Here.
Okay.
These are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
You're welcome. So that's the end of that quest. Were there any casualties? The corgi got downed, but he's like marked as essential, so he can't actually die. I think the only casualties were the powder gangers. Well, it looks like I'm dropping frames. Big time here. Oh, it looks like we're back. I dropped a whole buttload of frames there. That's wonderful. I suppose for over an hour of not having anything happen, that's acceptable. Could have been a lot worse. But yeah, I just dropped, like, just a lot there. Alright. Think I looted everything. I really need to get Rex as a follower because he has a perk that, like, every time you zoom in, it lets you see anything that's lootable, like corpses and stuff, and it's really helpful. Oh yeah, here's a guy here I missed. Right. Oh yeah, I'm not wearing any eyeglasses, and I think I missed the loot for that in Doc Mitchell's house because I'm currently -1 perception because I'm not wearing anything because I got that perk. So I need to put some glasses on. But I could have sworn they were supposed to be here unless I missed them. Yeah, okay, they were just really dark and I couldn't see. Alright, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I'll get extra perception. I don't know where my stats are at now. Let's take a look. So I have max perception at the moment. That's actually really nice. Okay. Oh, there's another dog here I didn't notice before. So this is just an extra follower I can get. I've taken this follower in the past when I've played and stuff like that. But I won't take him this time because followers can be problematic. Alright, so we're gonna go check out the grave site here. We haven't done that yet. Normally I do it before I finish the quest. This just gets us more free stuff. Seems like I'm continuing to drop frames like crazy. That's unfortunate. But at least it worked for a while. Alright, so this is a snow globe. These are incredibly useful. These are basically something you can sell to Mr. House for a tremendous amount of money. And this is the grave that we were dug out of. Nice high-resolution grave. And I don't think there's anything else of particular importance to loot here. Other than just some extra junk and materials I can use to make stuff with. Should be fine. Okay. I think we're good to leave Good Springs. I think I got everything relevant. Don't think I missed anything too important here. So, there's many routes you can take in this game, and I'm just going to take the routes, the intended route. That way you see more of New Vegas, and I get a bunch of useful things along the way. But it is very easy, especially with this current character I have, to just power on through to Vegas, and it is tempting, but I won't, and I'll take the intended route. The heck is this? Oh, it's just a bright light. I will, however... It'll let me, jeez. I will make a stop to this cave to get some free stuff. These are some modded in enemies, wolves. These are originally coyotes. Doesn't it just make you feel bad? Well, that one's a coyote. I don't know why a coyote pup's doing with wolves, but okay, we'll take it. This is a boar. Oh, shit. Really fast boar. Nice. Is there anything I can repair? I could use the pistol, silence pistol, but I won't. Come on. I really wish the internet would stop being awful. That boar just kill all these wolves? Why'd he wait until now to do it? I'm gonna switch over to the Magnum, I think. I'm not sure if it would really do a whole lot more damage. Oh, not bad, not bad. Almost got... Oh, shit. Oh my god, the fucking reload. Nearly died there. Go down. Come on. There we go. So the internet just gave up. It almost seems like the internet gave up. This is, unfortunate that my internet has just decided to just not work again, because that seems to be what's happening at the moment. Because this is like, even if I were to stream at 1080p, with like half the bit rate, it still wouldn't solve the problem that's happening at the moment, because I'm not even reaching, like, I'm not even reaching 9 megabytes a second. I'm reaching like 3,000 to 6,000 at the moment. It's jumping a lot. It's struggling. Like, it is going all over the place. Telling me that. Whatever. So far, it's still... Okay, it looks like it might be recovering. It looks like it might be coming back. I think it's alive again. I hope. At least for now. That was really, really freaking awful. There's giant mosquitoes, you know, normal things. Can I get a shot here? That's a dragonfly. Okay. For the record, I don't know what most of these custom modded enemies are. Most of this is new to me. And currently my game is having some horrific stutter for no fucking reason. Which, as I was saying when everything was lagging horribly, it's pretty unusual for me to get major stutters like that in this game, so I really hope that that's not a normal thing for me. Oh god, that's like a freaking Deathclaw. But like a mini Deathclaw, but it's called a Gecko Hunter for some reason. That's horrifying. This is kind of what I meant. This is kind of what I meant by, that, yeah, I've got some overpowered mods going on, but it balances out because I'm up against, like, a mini Deathclaw from the fucking start of the game. So, you know. There's some stuff. There's some stuff going on at the moment. I can't fight this thing. I have no hope of killing it, let alone surviving probably a single hit. And then there's another one right there. Sure, why not? Just another mini Deathclaw. It's a good thing my character's fast and has a lot of agility.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits.
I'm currently being chased by 2 good Deathclaws, sir. 2 miniature Deathclaws. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but thanks for the warning. I mean, you can have fun trying to fight them yourself. See how you fare. Maybe I'll get some free loot off you. Can you fight them? Oh, it looks like it got stuck. So he might actually have a hope if he can actually, you know, land a shot. He's kind of like a stormtrooper at the moment. Lucky him that this guy got stuck in the road. Because if he didn't... Oh, looks like he might win. Wow, that went a lot better than I expected. Also, welcome to the stream, Laksha. Yeah, I'm not sure why this is marked as a Gecko Hunter, but it's just straight up a Deathclaw. When I tested this, I never even saw those, so that's kind of weird to me. Maybe that's some kind of a weird interaction or bug that I couldn't foresee. Honestly, though, I was kind of hoping that he would die instead, because then I would be able to, like, you know, get his loot. Also, these guys are kind of late to the party, too. Okay, so I could talk to the NCR dude here, but there's not really any point to it. It can be part of a quest, but it's not really worth it. So there's just a... So one of the mods that I have is called No Witnesses. And it basically lets me kill various faction members without the entire faction being psychically linked and alerted to me having killed them. So it basically lets me do some interesting things and get away with some stuff I normally wouldn't be able to. So one thing I'm going to try is kill this dude. Yeah, that was actually pretty easy. And yeah, you can get away with it with this mod. There's various settings you can do to tweak it, so it's a little more realistic, but there was nobody there who saw. So I was basically able to get some nice free stuff. So hold on a sec. I got Let me see. I have an answer to your question. Let me check it out here. No, that didn't work. Never mind. I guess that function doesn't work at the moment. That's cool. Anyway, to answer your question, since I'm probably going to keep getting this for a few months, it's all... I have stuff on my channel already. Like, I have a couple of videos that talk about this. But basically, I can't do audiobook stuff on YouTube anymore. So I'm doing completely different stuff. I've completely rebranded. Everything's different now. The audiobooks are not a thing here anymore, other than, like, the few that I was able to keep up. Like, there's a few older, like, kind of, like, fan fiction type audiobooks that I did, and I'm able to keep those up, and that's pretty much all there is to it. I can't really do them anymore. It's not possible. I would just lose my channel. There's a whole bunch of problems with it. It's just not worth it. But I have, like 40+ minutes of explanation about all that stuff, if you're ever interested in looking at those videos. But, yeah, I am doing this. So, yeah, I think I've looted what I needed here, so I'll go into Prim. Some free frag mines, and potentially kill myself while looting them. These things can be a little tricky. I thought there was another one here. I guess not. Alright, so these are all enemies lurking about. Oh, sneak didn't really work out too well. It is still daylight after all. Can't really get as much good results with that. Oh shit. They're usually not that aggressive when it comes to explosives. Probably just, yeah, I can just heal here. Jesus. They're really going at me. Nice. Getting those crits. Oh, more explosives. One thing you gotta be really careful of is the AI pretty much has aimbot when it comes to throwing explosives. I do have a mod that also makes it so that they don't land every shot too, so their actual bullets aren't aimbotting anymore. It's only sometimes. I mean, I basically have a thing to kind of balance things out to make it a bit more fair so that enemies can't just shoot you from across the fucking, you know, the fucking map or whatever and just, like, kill you instantly. And that went pretty okay. The dynamite almost destroyed me, though. So I might have the stuff required to, get Eddie. He's a pretty nice companion, albeit can be a little bit annoying at times. I might not have what... Yeah, I think I'm just shy. Let me see where I'm at. I might be able to pull it off with a magazine. Yeah, I think if I use a magazine, I should be able to do it. Where are we at with magazines here? There, bottom, science. This should give me enough. Nice. Big brain. Ah, I got my first companion. Legitimately. Not the ones that, are kind of like weird, kind of custom cheat companions. Yeah, I've considered playing Apex Legends at some point. I know that a lot of people like watching it. I'm not necessarily against it. It's just that I'm usually really bad. And competitive stuff I'm kind of a bit on it. But I'm definitely willing to try it at some point. Yeah, it's something I'll consider. I do have, like, I've already posted all this stuff. Like, I know that YouTube doesn't show everything, and it's all algorithm-based and stuff. But, like, I did have, like, a schedule laid out and stuff for, like, what stuff I'm planning to stream. Like, I do, like, a weekly schedule thing. The schedule has kind of been a whole screwed up, though, because of, basically my internet died for 2 days. So I had a planned schedule, and then it kind of got thrown out because of, yeah, just not being able to follow the schedule because of that. So I'm kind of just doing New Vegas today, and probably just the rest of the week will just be whatever on my whim. But, like, assuming that the internet stays okay, next week I'll have an actual schedule again, and you'll know when I'm playing on what days and what times. But I typically am aiming to stream starting at 7 a.m. PST every day, at least for foreseeable future. I may take some days off if necessary, or if my internet's not good enough or whatever. Because even today, my internet hasn't been great. Like, just before you came in, it was terrible. I had like 5+ minutes of nothing but dropped frames. But it did recover, thankfully. So there is an enemy around here that should be sniping me. Jeez, that's some awful stutter. Normally the game isn't like that. That's real nasty. There you are, way up there. There, nice, nice. I'm not even sure. Okay, I think I can get up here. Yeah, there we go. Nice. The stutter stuff, oh, there could be a lot of reasons for it. Like, a lot of reasons. It shouldn't be mod related because I've thoroughly tested this. Like, this has been tested hell and back. It shouldn't be any of that, as far as I know. It's hard to say. It could just be the combination of, it could just be the combination of me doing a recording. I don't know. It could be a few things. Like, I'm doing an actual recording on my hard drive of the stream, and then I'm also streaming at the same time. It could be that. It might have something to do with that. That might be causing a bit of a stutter for some reason. I'm not really certain. Okay, so I clear out a few more enemies here. There should be something up here. I'm not sure if they're powder gangers or if they're just thugs. Nope, they're powder gangers. Nice. Also, let me check the difficulty. I might bump it up. Okay, it is on max. Okay. I just want to make sure it was. The way that the difficulty works for the mods that I have is really complicated, and there are various ways I can adjust the damage threshold and the damage reduction on the fly if I feel like I want to change things up a bit. But I think the difficulty at the moment is fine, especially considering the fact there are literal mini death claws on the map that almost killed me. But yeah, basically, the way that I have the difficulty right now is, just, like, I can kill enemies reasonably quickly, but they can also kill me pretty quickly, so it's kind of like a bit of a balanced more the idea of, like, a stalker type difficulty, if you're familiar at all with the stalker games. Which I've not played a lot of the stalker stuff myself and would like to play through the series on stream at some point. Did I go past the corpse here? Must have. Whatever, I'm not that concerned. Don't have to loot everything. Right, so I'm gonna just go in here, get this quest going. One thing that's wonderful about New Vegas is you can do quests ahead of time. You don't actually have to do things in order like an MMO or something. Another thing I'm gonna adjust here, kind of a weird time to do it, but I'm going to adjust my Pip-Boy light. Because it's a great mod to have. Basically, you can just change it in a whole bunch of ways. You can change its color, you can change its radius, and I can't see shit, so I'm kind of making it so I can see. Alright. Oh shit. Close and almost got me. Man, a lot of these shots aren't landing. There's a lot of enemies here, by the way. This place is jam-packed with a bunch of dudes.
I'm hit. You like that?
Okay. Intense. Surprised Eddie's not dead yet. I really need to see if I can repair this. I might have some more stuff for that now. Oh, I do. Good. Good, good. That'll make it a lot easier. Bad odds with VATS. Is that a serious? Okay, it didn't crash. That's a really weird stutter. After stream, I might have to look into that to diagnose it a bit more, or do a few little bits of tests again, because I've thoroughly tested this game and I've never seen it stutter like this for years. So I'm not sure what on earth is causing that. Like, it's not a big deal, it's just annoying and shouldn't be happening. So I would really like to know, like, what the cause is. Because, like, I do know my way around modding this game, like, really well. Like, I've played this game since it came out. So I do kind of know what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, and this is you'll see this crop up from time to time, but this is a really recent mod. And I'm kind of thinking maybe that's what's causing the stutters. I'm not certain. But this is like, there's this dude who's been modding a bunch of animated stuff in New Vegas, like this. So this is just kind of neat, where he's just animating a bunch of stuff that wasn't animated before, and he's been doing it for like the past couple months, and it's kind of an ongoing project of his, and it's really neat. Just makes the world kind of come to life a bit more. You can see that beautiful Brahmin just being roasted. All right, let's see here. Nothing I can really make at the moment. I also haven't invested a ton into survival yet. Yeah, for anyone who comes into the stream while I'm in the middle of this stuff, I won't re-explain everything I'm doing, but if you have some questions, by all means, like, feel free to ask me. I haven't gone over all the stuff that I'm using for mods by any means, but it also is legitimately too much to explain in one go. It's kind of one of those things where I just explain it as I'm playing. Also, gonna be going through my inventory a little bit here just to clean things up. Let's see, I don't need an ashtray. This is a mod that just makes it so that it automatically sells stuff that I don't want when I pick it up. It's just a way of just helping to manage my inventory a bit easier. Most of this stuff is worth holding on to for some reason or another, I think. Let's Except maybe some of the plates, but I'm not sure. Well, I definitely don't want the pencils, as far as I know. Milk bottles, I don't think those get used, at least not by me. Like, they are marked as parts, so they're technically used for something, but I don't remember what all of these are for. Should be good with that for now. As games I've played, like in what sense? Like just in general or on stream or what? Let's see here. Haven't really... I should definitely repair those. These have taken a lot of damage. Okay. This NCR armor is really nice, but it does cause issues because it's faction armor. On stream, anything that you've seen, really, it's all there in VODs, most of it. I guess not all of it. Some of it was privated, but, like, I've pretty much a pretty low amount. Like, I've not streamed a lot for various reasons. I'm only actually getting serious about it now. Like, this is basically, as of today, pretty much, like, my first real legitimate go at it. I used to do live streaming, like, a long time ago, but it wasn't on this YouTube account, and it was on Twitch, and then it was on Justin.tv. Like, I used to do live streaming, like, in 2008, and then I did it for, like, a year, on and off, and it wasn't always on my stuff, but, like, I've been around in these spaces for, like, basically since 2008 or so, on and off. But yeah, I used to do a lot of streaming years ago. And I also did a bunch of streaming of this game with mods, like, back in, like, 2014, 2013. So I have some history and experience with that stuff, but it was all on, like, older accounts and stuff that I'm not using anymore. Okay, so leather armor's fine. I wonder if this is worth using over the other. Let me see what the differences are. So this one has a little bit more protection, but not a whole lot. While this gives me a bit more skill. These aren't really that worth using. The medium armor is a lot better than the light for protection, obviously. Also, just so anyone's aware, there is like a delay between me and chat, just because of how YouTube does streaming and the way that I have things set up. There's like going to be an inherent amount of delay. So like, if I take a while to answer your stuff, it's either because I'm busy being engrossed into the game, or, you know, talking about other stuff, or it's just because there's legitimately like probably like a 10-second delay or something. I don't know how much the delay is, but it's at least several seconds. So just something to keep in mind if I take a little bit to respond to something. Or in some cases, if someone says something in chat, I may just not have anything to say, like, in response. That's just how it is sometimes when you do streaming. Yeah, I appreciate anybody who comes by to watch, like I do. It's definitely, it's been tough, so, but I'm definitely putting my best efforts in early on. I kind of want to make this work, so I will do what I can. Now there's another item here that I'm never gonna use that I picked up, and I'm not sure how often these show up in the game world. Probably not much. Like Big Spoon. That's just straight up a junk item I'll never use. So these clipboards can also be used in Old World Blues for something. I don't remember how important it is offhand. I don't think it's that useful, but I may as well hold on to them anyway. Alright, so this dude's part of a quest.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb.
Wow, my model really glitched out there. All I did was just have a drink.
Well, I'm Deputy Beagle, and I'm being held hostage. Can you imagine? I'd be most grateful if you would set me free. I must say it's been the low point of my career in law enforcement. The powder gangers stole into town at night and murdered my sister and her husband, the sheriff, in bed while I was sleeping in the office. I watched them for a bit, waiting for the right moment to pounce and arrest a lot of them, taking careful notes as I watched. To my dismay, they found me while I waited in the shadows and brought me here.
I'll set you free now.
Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here.
Oh, I almost have the speech check. But also, failed speech checks are really funny in this game. Like, really funny. Like, they're underrated at times. Like, I cut you loose just so you could run away like I don't want your help.
I know, it's incredibly generous and altruistic of you. See you outside.
Good shit. Real funny stuff. This dude really sucks. That's an ENB bug, by the way. The whole sunlight you know, thing in your eye when you're into picking a lock. That's like an old ENB bug that's been around since like ENB's been a thing on New Vegas. Alright, I should be able to... So there's a lot of interesting things you can do with this area. You can also, like, repair the elevator if you have the skill for it, which I do. It's another, like, route you can take. Either route's really fine. It doesn't make that much of a difference, but it's neat that they give you the options. And I guess I forgot to loot the stuff over here, so I'll do that real quick. You know, as always, as anybody who streams would say, you know, if there's any issues, like audio issues, like if there's any, if the game's too loud, if, you know, too quiet, whatever, feel free to let me know. It should be fine, though. So, something to clarify real quick, because people might be confused. I'm using a mod. It just basically lets me automatically sell stuff as I pick it up. I basically just use it for junk. So it's just an easy way to make sure I loot what I need to, and if I accidentally loot something I don't use its junk, then it will automatically sell it for me and won't clog up my inventory and all that good stuff. As a general habit, when I use this mod, because some things have multiple entries, like Scorched books have multiple entries despite having the same name. They have like different item IDs. I usually have to pick up multiple of the same like item in order for it to actually like register correctly, like, you know what I mean? So eventually I pick up enough of the books that it will know to sell it each time. And I think for Scorched books, at least, I've been pretty thorough, and I don't think I'll get any more of them. Pre-war books, I don't think have any use either in New Vegas. They are definitely useful in Fallout 3, because there's like a whole big quest and like redemption thing that you can do that lets you deal with that. But I think pre-war books are pretty much useless in New Vegas. There might be something you can do with them in Old World Blues with like the paper shredder dude or whatever, but I think I don't care enough, so I'll just mark these so they'll automatically sell. Teddy bears are also kind of useless, so I'll get rid of them. Toy car is also junk. And I think that's good for now. Stuff like coffee mugs and pots are super useful. I think those are exchanged for Wonder Glue in World War Blues, so I like to hold on to those. The empty bottles are kind of subjective in their use, but I'll hold on to them for now, I guess. Alright. Now, there's still some stuff to loot off these dudes and the other room back here. Oh yeah, another junky item is the cup. Did I have that marked? I think I have those marked. Pretty sure it just sold. Yeah. So I already have cups marked as junk, so that's good. Whoa, that's weird. Oh, I'm not used to that. That's a mod. I forgot I had that. So I have a mod that just makes, like, some windows on doors and stuff transparent. So, like, they're actually windows and not just, like, a texture. It really threw me off because I thought my game was glitching or something. I forgot that was a thing. Oh, nice. Pistol in here and some drugs. Good, good. Another custom pistol, modded pistol. Too bad I can't lockpick any of these saves, but that's my character build. I'm not the best lockpicker in the world. I'm okay, but I'll probably invest in lockpicking more when I get further into the game. With the way things are set up and stuff, I can probably end up having a lot of these skills get maxed out the longer I play. It's just kind of how these games are. It's usually what ends up happening is I get pretty busted overpowered and end up being like a master of everything. It does take a little bit of time to get to that point though. Well, like, currently my skills are pretty buff. Obviously survival and unarmed are kind of lacking, but I would like to get survival up a bit more. As for what games I'm playing next, for this week, I don't know. I'm basically just going on my own whim for this week, but I will have a schedule for next week, assuming that my internet is able to be okay and not horrible. It's still a bit sketchy, like I said, so. Yeah, I think I've looted everything here. Oh, too many questions, my dude. Too many questions. Slow down on the questions there. Of course I watch anime. I wouldn't have made the content that I do, and I wouldn't have an anime avatar unless I watched anime. It's just, we all know that. And it's not like a big secret where I live, but generally speaking, I'm not gonna, like, disclose where I live. Most people know where I'm at, but again, it's not really something I just like outright talking about on stream. You know, respect privacy, all that good stuff. That dude had a lot of loot on him. Probably a lot of junk, though. Oh. So, I'm getting a really bad frame rate here, and honestly, don't worry about it. It's normal. This is just New Vegas. There's going to be a lot of that here and there. This whole area, this like whole cell, is the technical term cell, is like really like just has awful frame rate. It's just always been an issue. It's mostly just to do how the engine works, and if you have too many things all in one, basically this game has like no occlusion calling. So like occlusion calling is a very technical game dev term, but basically games are designed so that if you are looking at a wall, you don't have anything rendered past the wall. But New Vegas and most Bethesda engine games don't agree with that. So like I get massive frame drops because it's looking at like a billion freaking objects and rendering them all at once, and the game engine can't handle that, so the frame rate just dips massively. It's nothing to do with my computer specs or the stream or anything. So one thing that's a little annoying about this area, too, is that there's, a lot of enemies, and they all kind of have weird behaviors and just randomly run around and then eventually find their way to try and kill you. Or they just get stuck, but the game just constantly has you in combat, and you don't really know when they're going to show up. But I think they're all dead. Maybe. They probably would by now if they, if there were still any left. I'm not exactly making my presence unknown. When you have the Pip-Boy light on, it basically broadcasts your location. That's more junk that I can mark. Okay. No use for a cigarette. Oh, there's still some books that I didn't have marked as junk. Alright. Yeah, that should be everything relevant. Might be a couple things I missed for loot. That's... Oh yeah, there's a little bit here. Just a bit. Some cigarettes. Alright. This is a pretty large area. There can be a lot of stuff that you can miss. Even for someone like myself who's played this game a ton, I do tend to forget a few things. Oh, that frame rate though is real nasty. That was like a 20 or 30 FPS there or something. Alright. Yeah, it looks like it's all clear to me, so I'll just leave. Couple things there I did miss. Yeah, that should be good. This is the quick exit out. And now I want to go actually turn in that quest and then get my free XP.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Alright, I'm just gonna skip through this, because again, I did play this before in this spot. Like, I do have a VOD for all that. So I'm basically just playing a little bit of catch-up. The last time I streamed this, which was a while ago, but I don't want to go through all this dialogue again, because it takes a lot of time, so I'd rather get to the stuff that's newer.
Howdy.
Howdy, partner.
But basically, Prim needs a new sheriff, because their sheriff got murdered horribly, and I'm going to make this robot the sheriff. But I need to, talk to another NPC first. Yeah, Deputy Beagle.
That was quite... Hello again.
Okay.
Howdy, partner.
So this is pretty much the fastest way if you have the science for it, or you just happen to have the materials on hand. This is the fastest way to resolve this quest. There is another way to resolve it, where you talk to the NCR and you get the NCR involved, and you get one of those dudes to kind of like oversee Prim and stuff. It does have a bit of an effect on the ending and conclusion of the storyline, I guess. At the end of the game, they give a slide talking about kind of what happens with Prim at the end of the game. So yeah, we're gonna just go with the science stuff, get this robot reprogrammed to be the sheriff.
Law enforcement protocols reinstated, partner. Initializing use of force authorization. Authorization found. Yeah!
Gives you quite a lot of XP. Alright, so definitely want to go with some more science here. Yeah, just do 5 for those, then 4 for that. I think that's pretty good. Now, if I recall correctly, there might be some loot around here, but I don't remember offhand.
Hey there.
I'm not really too concerned about it, though. Yeah, so now that's resolved, all the NPCs are going to go about their routines. They're going to go back to their homes and stuff. I could loot every individual home that they have. Like, you can do that for free without getting caught stealing, but it's really not worth the trouble. It's just way too much time for very little gain. And apparently there's still some enemies that I missed. Huh. Well, I'll deal with them, I guess. I think they're a bit further away, though, just because I have, like, max perception. So they might not actually be a big deal. But I will kill them. I just don't know where they're at. They must be all the way around. Yeah, here we go.
Anybody there?
Damn. Missed a lot of those shots. How embarrassing. Okay. Hopefully that's everything clear. Now, the next thing to do is head on further south. There are various landmarks along the way I could discover, but it's mostly a little too early for me to really go to those places for it to be relevant. The next stop is going to be this building here, probably. It can be a little bit dangerous, especially with the mods that I have. I might die a couple times, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see, take care of... I think these are just the bugs, yeah, the ants. But there should be... yeah, here they are. The gang members. Now, I decided against Twitch because for what little audience I have, it's on YouTube. If I were to stream on Twitch, it would be really, really hard to get anybody to watch me. So I did not go with Twitch. And the other main reason I decided against Twitch is that they're kind of turning into a softcore, you know, website. So, wasn't really something I wanted to get involved with because they're making a lot of really, really bad decisions over there. Like, I love a lot of stuff about Twitch as a website, but, like, I enjoy the general chat culture, at least in a lot of various chats. Some are really awful, but there are some really, like, there's some good stuff. Like, they got a good emote feature going on. Like, they got good emotes. They got, like, BTTV and FFC. They've got, like, some nice stuff like that. And they've got, like, you know, raids and other kind of neat communal type things that I really do like. But then you've got, like, all the horrible, horrible decisions that they have constantly been making over the past, like, couple years, especially. It's like it seems every other week Twitch is making some kind of massive screw-up. Or at least with YouTube, you know what you're getting into. Like, YouTube's largely an automated website. And it's so automated to the point where I didn't want to say the P word because I knew that that could potentially get me flagged for demonetization or cause some other kind of issue if I say the wrong words. So there's kind of stuff like that with how automated YouTube is. But you know what it is and what you're getting into. And if anything bad happens on YouTube, you know it's not personal and it's not, you know, something like that. Whereas with Twitch, it's all done by people, by and large. And, Twitch is just, it's really disastrous these days. It's unfortunate, it really is. I'm thankful that they attacked Eddie instead of me. Makes this a lot easier. But yeah, I still actively watch a bunch of people on Twitch. Like, there's a lot of really good streamers on Twitch. But for myself, having the choice of platform and starting out, I think I'd rather make my bed on YouTube still and just stick with that. Man, Eddie, you're missing all the shots on these freaking little mantis. I love how you can just crush these with your feet. So good. Very satisfying. May as well take a quick nap here, get my health back up. Oh, some of these things are so hard to loot. There we go, come on. Miscellaneous, no name. And I can't take it. That's bizarre. Maybe this is like some kind of a weird quest thing, but usually it would be marked as a quest item if it was. I don't know what that's about. It's kind of a new one to me. Man, looting stuff is always so addicting and satisfying. Just can't get enough of it. I'm still very grateful. Someone who's played this game a lot over the years, and even though this is not that recent of a mod, I'm still really grateful for, like, the quick loot mod. It really has just improved the flow of these games drastically. Because if you wanted to be optimal and, like, loot everything, you would have to loot so many individual filing cabinets and desks and stuff, and you would have to wait for the prompt for the inventory, like, menu to load up and stuff, and it'd be this whole lengthy ordeal. And now you can just, like, mouse over it, like, just look at it and know exactly what's in it, if it's worth looting or not. It's just such a big time saver. Like, it's really nice. Like, doing this whole room would have taken probably, like, 5 extra minutes if I didn't have that mod. Alright, now time to fight some more enemies here. Probably just a bunch of bugs. But there might be some real tough ones if some of the modded in enemies are nasty. Oh, there he is. So here's a real goofy mod. R2-D2. Because why not? I'll take him along, at least for now. I'll probably ditch him later because I don't want to have like 1 million followers because it kind of causes problems. But 2 robots for now, why not? Yeah, just bring along R2-D2 and here's his pod. Because yeah, you know, normal things. R2-D2 in New Vegas. Nice. I didn't think that would count as a sneak attack. And this is a spider. Tarantulas. Nice. So there's probably going to be a lot of killing here. There seems to be actually even more enemies than there was before. This mod seems to have, like, increased them tenfold for this area. Do I have any good explosives? I should. Yeah, I got a lot of dynamite from those powder gangers. Let's go ham on that. Hopefully I don't hurt myself too bad. Because that can happen. Yeah, I nearly killed myself. I gotta be careful. Satisfying explosives. not sure what spider venom's used for. It says it's food, but why would you eat spider venom? Giant larvae. Ew. Why is it floating? What is this abomination? How long am I gonna stream? No idea. On my whim, I guess. Well, I guess technically I do have kind of a bit of a hard cutoff. Do keep in mind, though, that the VOD will still be available. It's not like that's going anywhere. This larvae really doesn't want to die. I, generally speaking, have a hard cutoff. Why can't I aim at it? Bizarre glitch stuff. It seems like you can't hit it. It's got this weird hitbox or something. Let me try just hitting it with a melee weapon. It seems to be kind of sort of doing something. Just hit a larvae with a crooked bat. Why not? It seems to be slowly working. This is a kind of an enemy that seems like it wasn't really well thought out or tested at all. Let's see if I got a better melee weapon. Yeah, like a knife would probably do better, or a cleaver. Yeah, those would also be okay. That's better. Doing a little more damage there with the crits. But yeah, generally, there might be some exceptions, I guess, but I typically plan... What the fuck? Why did I die? Did it, like, have a giant freaking horrible explosion that killed me when it died? Well, first death, I guess. Now I gotta do this again. I think I'll ignore that larvae. That is not worth it. Yeah, probably my hard cutoff for streaming length is probably 11 AM PST. That would be my guess. It's currently 9:25 here, so yeah, I probably wouldn't stream much longer than that typically, at least not with my current what's currently going on. Yeah, how long I stream typically is just, again, my own whims. That's more larvaes. And I instantly died. To something. Maybe it had some kind of an attack it did that it seems that Earth might seem to be doing that just instantly kills me. Let me investigate. What happened here? Let me be facing it when it actually happens. Okay, so it has an attack. It's some kind of a weird energy poison attack thing that it's doing. And I guess that's what killed me instantly. Okay. Fair play. Stupid. Like, that enemy is busted to hell. But, whatever. I guess I'll just ignore this area for now. This is all like a custom area. Like, I've never seen this before. So. It's all pretty stupid. That's the thing with some of these mods, is they add some really dumb, unbalanced stuff that makes no sense. But that's also why my character is... What the fuck? I just flew to the moon. Antula. Alright. Well, like I was saying... I'm also, you know, silly and kind of busted and overpowered, but, to kind of counter, basically as a way to, make it so I can actually deal with these random nonsense enemy mods. That's a big one. A huge fire ant. Can I even kill this? Maybe with explosives. Let's try. Okay, that seems to be doing a good job. I'm unfortunately getting my followers in the process, but that's just how it goes with explosives sometimes. Sorry, followers. Sorry, R2D2. Oh, damn, that's a lot of them. I think we're going back to dynamite. In fact, I'm using it enough that I may as well put it on a keybind. These ants are moving really fast. Holy. Let's see. I need a different weapon for this. Something has a little better close range, maybe? I wonder if I have any shotgun stuff. I don't think I've looted much of that. The pepper gun scatter shot. That's kind of like a shotgun. I guess I can use that. See what I can repair it with. It's fine. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll put that on the 4 key. I don't think I have an actual, like, normal shotgun yet, just this one. And I have the varmint rifle, which is also a decent option. And then I'll put the dynamite on, like... yeah, on 5. That's some good damage. Nice. And this larvae is still stalking me. I wonder if I can... nope. It's still just a freaking dumb thing that doesn't want to die. Goodness. I could try some explosives on it, but it seems to almost one-shot me, so I'm not sure how well this would go over. It'd probably kill me as I'm throwing it. Well, it doesn't even let me. Right. Right, I forgot about that. It doesn't even let you, like, target it with VATS. It's like a completely busted enemy. That's a really stupid addition from the monster mod shit. Like, some of this stuff was never tested. Like, at all. Wait, it's not that... hold on. Let me target the right one. Or is that it? Okay, that's what it's marked as. No? There, now it's marking it. The ant was on the way. Like, if that thing is that busted and that stupid, I'm gonna just kill it with console commands. Because it's legitimately, like, impossible to deal with. So, you can just die instantly. Like, I have no patience for that kind of stuff. This is a pretty satisfying weapon. I don't know who this is, but he's going to die. Whoa, he's... well, he looked strong, but then he died. Or is he not? What? It says talk. I don't know who this is and why he's here and why he has Jessup's bandana. I'm very confused right now. I don't think he's dead, though. I think he's marked as... well, no, he's not marked as essential because there's only one NPC in the game that's marked as essential, so I don't know what's happening here. But he's not, like, dead? It says talk. I'm very confused. Am I speaking to the dead? Nope, wait, he's getting up. I have no idea why he's immortal. What is happening right now? You okay, buddy? He must be some modded NPC or some uncut content stuff, and that must be what Handstock is. Who is Handstock? All I know is this desert is freaking deadly. Like, this is some nonsense. And I have no idea where R2-D2's at. He's still alive, but he's not, like, here. I don't know what he's caught up in at the moment. I don't know. Maybe he's helping Luke Skywalker or some shit. Oh, Bethesda modding. I love it sometimes. This dude's really not worth it, Eddie. Just leave him alone. Eddie really wants him dead, but can't even hit him. Like, what kind of shooting is that? Unless Eddie's shooting at another enemy in the distance. Whoa. This is a giant one, and Handstock won't leave me alone. This is moving super fucking fast, and for the record, I'm a very fast character. Like, the fact that I can barely keep up. Damn. Like, if I were to stop to throw dynamite... Okay, Eddie's got the aggro. Now I can actually use some explosives. Nice. That seems to be the way to deal with this. Nice. Looks like I cleared out a lot. Wouldn't surprise me if there's still a few stragglers around somewhere, but I got the majority. And that's really what matters. Now, before I got distracted by a billion enemies, there's probably a few oh, it's Hancock again. Or Handstock, whatever. Stupid name. There should be some stuff to loot around here. Yeah, here's something. Mutant Scorpion Beetle, sure, why not? Oh, my ammo's getting low. Gonna have to do something about that. This alive, or... Okay, it's alive. I think I'll have to switch weapons. Seems to be a bunch more over there, but I'm getting closer to Deathclaw territory, so I kind of want to be careful. Especially with the mods, you never know what horrible things might be over there. Okay. Let's see. Take a quick look around some of these areas. I was already here, but I didn't discover the tower. I think the tower should be safe-ish. Let me take a peek. What's over here? Is it just more bugs, or are these ghouls? It might be ghouls. They're ghouls, okay. They seem to be of the weak variety, but if I go too deep in, they're going to be really, like, hard. And I'll also run into, like, other nasty stuff, like giant rad scorpions, which I could probably fight, but I'd kind of rather avoid them. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, just keep investing. It's totally fine. You don't have to stay the whole stream. There is a VOD that'll be available after I'm done streaming. If you always want to watch more, it's fine. Okay, let's see here. Cannibal's a fun perk. It's horrifying, and you can do some amusing things with it. I might take it at some point, but it's not a super useful perk so much as just a horrifying perk. You can do some really amusing things with, especially with mods. Also, hi, Opal. I'm not sure if you just got here or if you've been lurking, but I appreciate you stopping by regardless. Alright, oh yeah, educated. That one's, like, worth taking immediately. Like, you get the best, like, this is one of the best perks, really. Like, educated is so good. For anyone who's not familiar with New Vegas, there is you can read this description, but basically, if you take it early on as possible, which is level 4, you just basically get 2 more skill points every time you level up. So, super great, super great. Now, here's where shit gets nasty. I got the area discovered, which is nice. And I'm dead. I probably should not stay here. I don't... Oh, that's a nasty sound. I got save here, so... What the hell is this shit? Decay. Ugh. These guys are, rough. Looks like there's something crawling. What the fuck is that? I want to get a better look at it. Like, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to survive this at this stage in the game. This is super early. What the fuck? Toxic abomination. Whoa, okay, apparently, Skyrim giants are in this game. Alright, why not? I didn't know I was playing Skyrim, but I'll take it. Man, this monster mod shit is a trip. This is bizarre. It looks like I can kind of stun lock it, but it's just taking a lot of resources to kill. Giant Reaver, where the hell this is. These enemies move really fast. Like, I actually legitimately thought that my movement speed with this mods and stuff would be too broken, but based off of how fucking fast some of these enemies have been moving, I think I made a good judgment call. Holy. Well, I survived that, but it cost a lot of ammo. That's arguably not worth it. I probably should just get to a vendor and, like, buy more ammo instead of doing things that'll get me probably killed. I also don't know what the hell I just looted, but sure, why not? Miscellaneous no name is what I saw that I looted. I saw that earlier, too. Oh, some of these mods are weird. Really weird, but I kind of got them on purpose. The weird stuff is what's entertaining for people to watch, and also I've played this game for like 800 hours, so I kind of need to spice it up every now and then with stupid nonsense. I guess those enemy... Oh, nice. Another stutter. A really, really nasty stutter. Is that a crash? Is that our first crash? Nope. Okay, it lived. That was a long enough stutter that I thought the game might have crashed for the first time. Honestly, if you mod the game correctly, you really shouldn't get crashes, like, very often. Like, New Vegas is so much more stable these days. I'm gonna take all these empty soda bottles and you can't stop me. Even though I'm probably never gonna use them for anything. I think some rad scorpions saw me, or whatever modded in enemies these are. Alright, what saw me? Was it a Night Stalker? Give it up. Alright, show yourself. Damn, they seriously aggroed that far away? Really? That's silly. That's usually not what happens. Maybe my companions somehow caused it to happen. So is everything good with the audio? I assume it has been, but a lot of people are really bad at telling streamers if their audio is fucked up. But based off of what I know, the audio should be good. Ooh, getting some bad stutter.
Evening.
Ah, nice. I see what you did there. Here, with your banter. Got some banter going on. Look at that corgi. Isn't that corgi wonderful?
You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. If you don't.
So we are nearly caught up with where the stream from 6-7 months ago left off. So we pretty much left it off at Nipton, and we are almost at Nipton. So
I think there's trouble in Nipton. No traffic from there on the roads. While I can explain that away, the smoke from the town it can't. I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if they survived it. Might be powder gangers with all that smoke in the air. If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton Town Hall. Go there. Check it out. Let me know what you find.
why don't you go check it out?
Got my post. Don't think I wouldn't go too. If trouble's hit Nipton, town's got enough camping spots to rack up some easy kills. Not about to have Jackson bust my ass again, though. Even if I came back with Caesar's head, rather be sitting here than in a cell.
I'll do it. It's
All right.
XP.
Look at you. All fired up and ready to go.
Always.
Wish the others around here had that kind of attitude. Listen, I don't want you getting killed for this. So if you head there and run into trouble, I'm asking for eyes and ears, not your life. All right?
Well, I don't need any more information. I'm good. There's a couple more quest things around here. I'll probably have to return here a few times for other things later on.
Looks like we got a new visitor in the old Brahmin pen. Not many people coming here in a hurry, only passing through. And if you're passing through, you picked a bad time. Road north has gone to hell, and if I let a caravan through, they won't make it.
You sure seem like you have enough soldiers.
Soldiers, no. Recruits, yes. And the Mojave outpost has been ordered to have a standing force at the NCR perimeter at all times. So sending anyone out reduces the outpost.
I notice his neck is clipping through the clothes. It might be some modded armor stuff that I've got that's kind of not quite precise. Or it's his face, because his face seems to have gotten some overhauls, so it's probably that as well.
Sending more troops, yes. To reinforce the outpost, no. Troops head through here on their way to McCarran, or to the front lines at Forlorn Hope. Or they're on leave, on their way to New Vegas to piss away their pay. All of them passing through.
You sound frustrated.
Frustrated? No, I have my orders. Signed and approved all the way up the chain from Kimball. And I understand the reasons. The outpost isn't a Legion target, yet. Not like Vegas or the Dam. But if the caravans get choked here, that's gonna bite NCR hard. Anyway, didn't mean to talk your ear off.
I'll say, you just keep yakking and yakking.
Feel like more
That's my job.
Forms and daily reports come across my desk than results. Help. No.
Alright, I'll skip through the rest of this. I'll just help him with his bullshit. Gonna murder a bunch of bugs. And I'll get some free stuff and XP. So I should... Well, I guess it depends. I could...
Coming from the north? Must be crazy to break.
Why is he talking to me? You're not supposed to talk to me. Man, this game's weird sometimes. I could fast travel down there, I think, but I won't. I'll just go on foot. I'm pretty fast anyway. Another lovely stutter. Damn, that's really nasty. I wish I could fix that. Like, I've tested this. Like, seriously, dudes. I've tested this thoroughly. And it is bringing up new problems for some reason. Like, that's... I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's just... I'd really prefer it not to do that. You might have also noticed for a while that I've got the Fallout 4 mod that basically implements the same crit system for VATs. Kind of a neat thing. Oh, that whiffed big time. Oh, one shot left to this. What else I got for weapons? I could use some explosives, but they might kill me. I don't have enough 10mm rounds to really do a lot with that. I got an okay amount of 5.56, and I got a surprisingly high amount of Magnum. Let me take a look at my weapons here. Okay, so I got a cowboy repeater, and that's probably my best weapon here. Probably better than these others. Oh, and I finally got a normal shotgun, but it's not that good. I think I'll just do this. And I'll put the cowboy repeater on the third slot. Satisfying. Again, you might think, oh, I'm too powerful, but you've already kind of noticed, if you've been watching for a bit, that the tables can turn very, very quickly, and then I get one shot. So it really genuinely does seem to even out a lot more than you'd think. So that should be it for the quests, I think. Hold on. Oh, and I never mentioned this, and nobody's really asked, but I can't use the radio when I play this game, unfortunately. And I can't use modded radios either, because it'll just get me content ID'd, and then it'll fuck things up and take away monetization for the video and potentially cause other conflicts and issues. So just for copyright reasons, I can't have the radio. So you'll never hear the radio in the game world, and you won't hear it on any of these things. So unfortunate, but that's just how it is. Yeah, I got that quest all done. Okay. I also could make a trip over here. I do have enough ammo, I think, so I should be okay to kill these rad scorpions and explore this little gas station. Honestly, at least with my current build, these companions, there are better ones, I guess, but they're barely doing anything other than at best distracting and tanking some damage. See, one shot. Fair and balanced. Fair and balanced. Man. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can sneak in an explosive. It probably can't. But if I could, like... Nah, they already see me. Yeah, I didn't think that would work very well. I could open with an explosive, though. Probably be able to do that alright. Yeah, nice, nice. That did a lot. And then I died instantly. What killed me? It was like some energy thing. Is there like an unknown enemy in the area that's like instantly murking me? What? Like, what on earth did that? That made no sense. Or is that just an effect for when the android race dies and they just do that? Maybe that's all that is. Maybe some like rad scorpion blindsided me. I'm probably gonna die again. I lived somehow. I guess they managed to distract. Please don't die again. Alright, so far so good. I guess I got lucky this time. My companions actually did something. God, this tarantula won't die. Why won't you die? Seriously, what the fuck? Why are you immortal? You're just a normal-ass tarantula. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna die. I got lucky. It took me out of vats in time. Jeez. That was close, but I guess I cleared. Wouldn't surprise me if there's still a couple more, though. That was really hard. Sand lizard, I never even noticed you. Were you what killed me before? All the chaos, I never even saw it. I got really high perception, so I should be able to see enemies pretty far away, and nothing's showing up, so I think I'm safe now. That was definitely risky, but it was fun, mostly. Mostly. Now I'm just picking up bent cans and empty bottles, because that's what we do here. You know, priorities. Very important. Oh, there's enemies in here. Horrible enemies. But they're kind of stuck, and they can't get anywhere. They're having some problems. There. It's something, I guess. Well, I'm gonna throw some dynamite. Satisfying. Heavily modded New Vegas, everybody. I hope you're enjoying your time with this. It's pretty consistently bringing in some nonsense. Unfortunately, all those explosives did kind of make all the loot fly everywhere, so it'd be kind of hard to pick everything up. Especially when these giant spiders are in my way. Oh, drugs. Drugs are good. I gotta remember to use drugs more, actually, because especially since this android race is immune to the effects of drugs, I think addiction as well, maybe? I'm not sure how it works. I'm not sure if they're just straight up the drugs don't do anything, or if you just can't get, like, harmed by them. I think there might be a list for that, like a trait or perk. It might tell me that right out. It wasn't the... Or it was. Poison and chem immunity. Right. But is that, like, just straight up? Like, the drugs don't do anything? Maybe that's the trade-off, and that's why they give you all those buffs. So maybe it actually did have some semblance of balance like, put into it. Also, I haven't read these books, so I'm gonna do that. Get myself some free skills. Right, let's test it. I mean, I did use Stimpack and it counted. But those aren't classified as chems, strictly speaking. So I guess I'll just try, let me see. Something else can be easily tested. Hydra, I guess, would be easily tested. Let me check my limbs. They're all pretty fucked up. So let's, see if Hydra does anything. Don't think it did do anything. What about... just try a Mentat. See if there's any effect that comes up for that. I think that they would show up. Am I reading the right spot here? I'm being stupid. Oh, I think it's working. So maybe it's just so you don't get the negative effects. I'm unsure, really am. Oh, wait, here we go. No, they're working. So I guess you do still get to use chems. You just don't get addicted to them, I guess? We'll find out. I guess we'll find out. No enemies in here, okay. Oh wait, person in here. This is modded in. I think this is supposed to be uncut content or something.
You, keep your hands where I can see them and we won't have trouble.
What the fuck are these dialogue options? I will put my hands wherever I please. Usually in my pants. Don't fuck me, lady. Put the gun down or I put you down. Alright, there's actually a better way to do this. Don't with me, lady. Put the gun down or I'll put you down. Let's go with the horrible, weird, creepy option.
You do that and I start shooting. And don't think I'll hesitate to shoot a woman in the fly trap. Not after the last time.
You seem a little apprehensive. What's the matter?
I'm just trying to make a living. Same as you. Same as everyone. Before, all I wanted was to treat the sick and make a few cabs. But it turns out, some people are just sick in the head.
What do you mean sick in the head?
You know, bonkers, nutty, cuckoo for cola. They come by and ask me to fix them, but they don't pay. In fact, they steal, and some of them aren't even ill. I'd tell you their names if it weren't for goddamn doctor-patient confidentiality.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I've been known to steal a few things myself.
No! Hands off, or I swear to God I'm gonna shoot them.
Tell me about yourself. Why become a doctor?
For the caps. The wastes are dangerous, and there's a need for doctors. Stimpaks are great, but they can't heal everything.
Actually, they can.
As a doctor, I'm obliged to tell you I disagree with your opinion. But I encourage you to purchase all the Stimpaks I have in order to prove my point.
Well, I'll buy your stuff, I guess. Sure, I'll buy your Stimpaks. I'll buy all your Stimpaks, except for the super one, because those kind of suck. Although they might not be bad if the android thing works how I think it does. Also, I'll take those Rad X's. Oh, while I'm at it, I'll, see if I'll sell a few things off. This is worth a lot of money. I guess it's a pretty good weapon, maybe, but... yeah. Yeah, a lot of these items are really not worth anything now with this mod. Very clearly, I've gotten this all modded to be, like, not worth a whole lot. That's fine. Helps, quote-unquote, to balance things out, or at least, prevent my rise to power. Yeah, most of these things just aren't really worth selling. That's fine. I'm going to be losing most of my money, but I'll gain a bunch of stim packs, which is definitely worth it. Well, cool, I guess that she's here now. Also, I just think I got my first Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle cap, which, if anybody who's played this game, you know what that means. Well, maybe you don't, because you've not played it enough to realize what triggers it, but... Oh, so got a BB gun, which is nice. So Nope, there's still a few more things to loot. Alright. Nice. So now... I'll return to turn in that quest after the game stops stuttering. I think it's stuttered in the exact same spots. Like, I think it's doing it in the same areas. Like, it's all the same locations that it keeps happening, which is weird and dumb and stupid. But whatever. I might have to do troubleshooting at some point. By the way, you can get a look at my character real quick. There you go, that's the character. I'm a little afraid to show the character too much, especially since the outfit I'm wearing, for whatever reason, is, like, low cut. I don't know what mod is doing that. So I'm a little concerned of showing too much, because YouTube was really, really weird about this, this Android model. And you can also see it below here. The nice immersion. Yes. Booba.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
She said it. She said the thing.
Appreciate the help.
Good. Got my stuff. Oh, so I got a service rifle. That's good. And I got a... Whoa, damn, that's really generous. I wonder if the mods influenced that. I think it did. It gave me, like... I think if I read that correctly, it gave me 72 armor-piercing rounds for 5.056, which is really good. It's very generous. Yeah, it gave me 72. Damn, that's really good, actually. Jeez. I don't think this guy sells me anything. Yeah, he's just repairs stuff. There might... there's like a bar, but I don't think anything in the bar sells ammo. Just Cass in there, which I don't think I can do her quest yet. You have to go back much later for that, I think.
We won't go quietly.
New face in the outpost. Must...
Probably just booze. Oh, no, wait, there is ammo. Okay. There's a bunch of stuff. This might be modded in, or I just am misremembering. There's a bunch of good stuff here, actually. A lot of it I can't afford after spending a lot of it on stim packs, but that's fine. Definitely need to get some stuff. Yeah, fill up more 9mm. Be nice. Fortunately, there's no 20 gauge. That's not just the special ammunition. Which, you know, is okay, I guess. I could use it. It's not much. May as well get it. Might get the 22. I do have a lot of stealth advantages I could use. But it does only really work well on specific enemies, is the thing. But it is cheap. And I might be able to afford it. Particularly if I sell something. See something I can actually get away with selling. I could sell the incinerator. I definitely want to keep that service rifle. That might be my best, maybe my best 5.56 at the moment. And I could use these other things for repair and repairing better weapons to sell.
Legion can
Oh,
count on
got
that.
some ammo. That's good. So yeah, I'm pretty sure with Cass, there's nothing I can really do with her.
Looking for trouble?
Just looking around.
Well, keep those eyes up and turning, or I'll set them spinning. Got no time for gawkers, or anyone looking for something I ain't selling. All right? No, I'm not all right. Drinking to forget, and it's only getting me mad instead. Whiskey always gets my temper up, now more than ever. Drinking used to cause all sorts of trouble back west. Before I punched enough people, that is. And they learned to lay low when the whiskey hit.
What are you trying to forget?
Lost my caravan heading north. The driver burned to ash. And they didn't even take the cargo, they just burned that too.
Might have been fiends. They're crazy like that.
My guess is Legion. They're trying to cut NCR's supply line, and the Mojave outpost is proof. Got us locked up tighter than a New Vegas virgin. No caravans in, out, and just try arguing with Jackson about it. Roads aren't safe, he says. No shit, you washed out old fuck up. I didn't need a
Wow,
brother
language.
subscribed to tell me that.
I've met him. Nice impersonation.
Yeah, he's been with NCR so long, all he can see is the worst outcome of everything. So he doesn't do anything. Jackson won't let me head north. It's not safe. And even though my caravan's gone, my caravan papers are keeping me here. So if you came here for work, my advice, go find the Crimson Caravan branch south of Vegas. They can help you out.
Already cleared the roads for Jackson.
No shit. Drinks on me then. Still, not like I'm going anywhere. Caravan title's still keeping me here, even though it's dead and gone.
I wanted to ask you something else.
What's on your mind?
Drinking water, that's what's on my mind. Why are you here at the bar?
Whiskey and me are old friends. Keeps me going when times get rough. Like now. Got me into the caravan business, you know. Had to start transporting water instead of liquor, though. If I hadn't switched over, I'd end my trip with nothing but glass bottles rattling on the back of the Brahmin.
Never mind, I'll be going.
You take care now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can do anything with her yet. You probably have to get the other quest line going first. It's probably entirely too early to be able to get Cass, but I don't remember offhand. Despite having a lot of hours in this game, I've not done every single, like, thing with, like, followers, or even claim to have done everything in the game. I've just done most of it. Like, there are a few things where I'm not as sure on. Also, you might have noticed that this is here. This is a really stupid, dumb mod, and I actually forgot that I re-enabled this, but I guess I did. This is a stupid mod that I've only checked out a little bit. It's genuine nonsense, but it's also entirely way too early for me to go in here. I could, like, show it a little bit, but it's like basically like these separate areas, like dungeon type things that you do. They're like dungeon things, and you kill a bunch of enemies in them. They're really, really hard. This is here for some reason. Greetings, human. Strange, I am unable to wipe your memory. Oh, hold on. I got something for this. This can only mean... Wait, is it working? I don't know if that is. I don't hear it. Stupid Go XLR. I wanted to do dumb robot voice.
Hold on, there it is.
Now I got it. I just was being stupid, not doing it correctly. Oh, I'm skipping stuff.
The worlds beyond those doors are the ultimate test of skill. They are truly only meant for the strongest individuals.
And remember, you are always being watched. Yeah. Stupid dumb gimmicks. There you go. Yeah, let's see. Oh, he sells a bunch of ammo, so that's good. I don't have the money at the moment, but this is good that I can just get an ass load of ammo here. Another good place. Just re-up on supplies, I guess I'll keep that in mind. Good old mod meta. There might be some other useful things to loot like this. Guess this is all free to take. Alright, nice. Yeah, you got all these areas. I'm way too low level for any of these, I'm pretty sure. This is like all later game stuff. And these things are poorly balanced and just dumb. But I like dumb. Because it's fun to show the dumb off. I don't know what armor plating is. I'm not really familiar with that. It's like a new thing. I don't know what it's for, what it does. Maybe it's like some kind of part that you can use to make something custom here. That would be my guess. Some kind of armor or something. What does breaking down a camera get me? I don't really get what that's for. I'm confused by that. They don't even tell me what I get out of it. Alright, apparently I can make fire bombs. With the flamer fuel. That sounds promising. May as well. And these are... I don't have this yet. I think I remember where to get it, but this is part of another weird mod. Is there are... a certain scientific railgun mod that I have, and it adds the outfits from that, and also you can craft Kuriko's needles from scrap metal, which is kind of interesting. A lot of extra mod stuff that just adds a bunch of crafting, all kinds of weird stuff. I'm not sure how much of it I'll end up using though. But it's neat. I really wish though that there was some mod that would prevent the you know, the thing from always going back up to the top every time you do crafting. It's really annoying. I don't know what cloth is for either. That's kind of a mystery to me. Don't know what cookery to metal is. Some of these are just weird to me. I just have to figure it out later, or just ignore it. Yeah, cool. Alright, reloading bench. If I so desire, I can break down some scrap metal to lead. But I can't craft any ammunition anyway. And I'm missing too many ingredients. Lead is just one of the ones that I'm missing at the moment. But I also can get that perk that can make me do junk rounds, which I'd probably just do that instead. Oh yeah, and I forgot that I have this mini-map. I use it sometimes. It's really cool, the mini-map mod. It's one of the better ones. It's really handy for certain areas that are kind of hard to navigate. But I do know my way around this game pretty well. But it is nice to have for when I actually, you know, forget something, or I want to make sure I got everything. Okay, so I think I'm good to just go to Nipton now. Nipton will be interesting, because I have a couple different options on how I can handle it. I can do some stupid crazy stuff, which is probably what I'll do, because that's what I usually do when I play this, and it would be more entertaining. Or basically, I think I'm just going to kill everybody in Nipton. Like, I'm just going to kill Caesar's Legion. And yeah, this seems to be stuttering in the exact same spots. That's really bizarre. Like, this happened before every time I've gone through here. So it might stutter again when I go down. Weird shit. Okay, so I'm just kind of trying to see if I can spot Nipton. Kind of dark, so I'm having a hard time, but it should just be over here. I don't want to go over there, because that's where, like, Night Stalkers and other, like, things that'll almost probably instantly kill me. Oh, gangbang members. Forgot about these guys.
They killed her.
I'm surprised none of them have been shooting. Do they not have guns? There they are. There's some guns. It's just, all I had to do was just complain. Because normally they all just shoot guns at me. They don't try and melee me. Oh, it's that fucker again. God damn it. I can't lose that guy. Who is that handstock dude? Ah, fuck. Why? Why did this happen? Oh. Now I gotta do it again. Fucking explosive cars. I did not expect that. You know what? For the hell of it, let's try a little bit of stealth. If I can find the gun. Where is it? Shouldn't she be showing up on the list somewhere? Let me see. Search it. There it is. Why did it remove all of my... What the fuck, game? Why did it forget all my binds? What? What on earth is that about? That's a fucked glitch. It is not what's supposed to happen. Well, I'll repair this stupid thing. If I can find something that's worth repairing it with, these are all kind of better weapons than this. Like, it's not supposed to forget my binds. That's fucked. It's really annoying. I'm disappointed. I gotta do it all again. Game's been oddly glitchy in ways that I didn't expect. It seems that no matter how much I test anything, like literally anything for a stream, it still finds ways to just break. Like, it almost kind of feels like, what's the point of even trying to prepare anything when things just bust anyway? It's like, geez, all my efforts for nothing. Like, just random fucking busted-ass glitches. Like, really, man, just... Things should just work. Let's see, put this on 4. Put that on 5. Now, what's the best 9mm that I got? Might be this one. Alright, I got the service rifle. That's probably better than this. And, yeah, sorry about this. This is just not my fault, just stupid-ass bugs. Gotta waste time on this nonsense. Yeah, I'm not sure what would be the best 9mm, but I'll just use this one because it looks good. Although, I think it might be one of those high DPS ones that consumes a lot of ammo, so I'm not sure if that's the best one. It seems to be pretty inefficient. Whatever, we'll use it. Yeah, it's a high DPS. Well, we'll try it. We'll try it. Put stim packs on there. Read this book. Read this book. Okay. Now, please remember my buying this video game. In fact, I'm going to make a separate save. Go. Okay, so I was going to... Well, now I broke the stealth. Fucking screwed it up. Well, I made short work of him. But yeah, it's like a semi-auto. Yeah, big PP. Pretty good weapon. Definitely consumes a lot of ammo, but it gets the job done. And it is fun to use too, so there's that. I gotta be careful of cars. Don't want to get exploded by cars. At least that hand stock dude's not fucking harassing me. Explosive time. Don't die, don't die.
Look out!
Hold on. Alright.
They killed him.
Nice. Alright. Oh, satisfying. This is one of the default weapons. This is not modded. Service rifles in the base game. Very good weapon, very good. Yeah, we didn't die that time. Cars didn't explode in our faces. It's good. Also, if you ever see, like, flashing lights like you saw there and stuff, don't worry about it. It's ENB glitches. There's literally no way to fix it. It's just one of the disadvantages of using ENB. Just shit like that's gonna happen. ENB for Skyrim is particularly Skyrim Special Edition, is way better. Like, in every aspect. It still gets updates. This is never... Like, ENB for New Vegas hasn't been updated for years. Like, I don't think it's been updated, since like 2014 or something like that. Might even be even longer. So it's pretty outdated, but it still does make the game look substantially better, but it does certainly come with a lot of drawbacks. Like, ENB is not something that's, like, necessarily worth it for all people. Like, if somebody was like, ENB's not really worth it for me, or I don't really want to deal with ENB, I wouldn't think less of them, because it's really buggy. Especially on New Vegas. Like, I've had ENB just randomly break for no reason with random stuff, especially water. Like, ENB loves to break with water, and it just will randomly do it for no reason. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if, while I'm playing this on stream, and I, like, you know, am playing this for 20 hours, 50 hours, however the hell long it is, that just at some point the water will just randomly break again, and I'll have to, like, reinstall the ENB to fix it. Like, that's just pretty normal with this type of stuff. So now I'm going to shoot even more insects, because we didn't do enough of that already. And tarantulas, which I don't think count as insects. I think spiders are arachnids, kind of their own thing, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so these enemies are really overpowered. So I probably got to use something like Magnum on them. If I can find my Magnum, there it is. These dudes are really just loaded with health. Maybe dynamite again. I just gotta make sure I don't get killed. And in case you're wondering why I use, for the most part, almost always use VATs with explosives, it's because it's really, really hard to aim them and oftentimes impossible without VATs. VATs will actually make it hit the target every time, whereas you get a lot of random physics glitches with throwing explosives around without VATs. Like, you can still do it, but it's risky. There's always risks involved with explosives. At least early on, until you can start getting perks that reduce the damage and stuff, like you take to yourself. Like, there's 1 or 2 perks you can take that negate most, if not all, explosive damage. There's probably some with mods that just entirely negate all of it. Okay. That worked out pretty well. Now we're... Oh. These are the questions I have to ask this game sometimes. Why wasn't he attacking earlier? I was in plain sight, and there were freaking enemies everywhere that would have also been marked to attack him, or him to attack them. And that dude didn't... He just chilling there, waiting for me. Like, really? Really? Like, with all the lurking I've been doing, he only just attacked me now? Like, come on, come on. Like, it doesn't really bother me, it's just stupid. Like, the way that this game does stuff sometimes is just weird. Looks like there's just more critters in the desert there. Not gonna worry about it. Unless they start aggroing. Oh, here's the infamous battle. Nasty stuttering as well.
Please help me.
Do I, though? Or I just wait for the outcome to see who wins?
Please help me.
Will Thomas win? Or will Jacqueline win?
This is hopeless. He's crazy. Please help me.
Oh, looks like she won.
Did you see that? That guy was gonna kill me.
I did see. What was that you took from his corpse?
What? This? He stole this from me at gunpoint. Lucky for me, he got distracted and I got a chance to draw on him. It's a necklace that I made out of these special caps. You ever see any caps with a blue star on them like these?
I have. Now that you mention it. Nothing like those 6 you've got there.
They are nice, aren't they? I'm very proud of them.
Actually, the necklace is made of 7 caps. It's not really yours, is it?
Well, I guess you're just too smart for me. Unfortunately, I can't leave any witnesses behind.
I can get behind that. Hey! That worked out well. I got all the loot, and they got none. I love it. Alright, so we're finally at Nipton.
See me up on a cross or my head on no pole. Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did!
Congratulations, Oliver Swanwick. Are you a powder ganger?
Powder ganger? What? I mean, yeah, used to be, sure. But not no more. Powder gang is small time, man. I'm a winner! I won the motherfucking lottery!
Are you feeling alright?
Are you kidding me? Never felt better. Yeah!
What sort of lottery did you win?
What lottery? The lottery. That's what lottery. Are you stupid? Only lottery that matters. Oh my God! Smell that air!
Very enthusiastic. Unfortunately, since you are a powder ganger, technically speaking, I can't let you live. Sorry, I don't make the rules. I'll be taking your lottery ticket. Now, I won the lottery. Alright, so there is, another powder ganger in here. I might keep him alive for quest purposes. Boxcars.
God damn it! I was nodding off until you barged in here, and I don't hurt when I sleep. Just give me some goddamn medics and fuck off, will ya?
Why are you still here?
I don't know. I just love it here. What the fuck do you think, asshole? Prize for second place was I got to live, but they beat my fucking legs with hammers. I'm fucking crippled, get it?
Wow. I can spare medics for you, but I won't.
Bullshit. You're holding. You just want it all for yourself.
Yeah, that's what I said. How did you survive?
Luck, that's how. I'm just that fucking lucky. You're looking at the second place winner of the Nipton lottery. That asshole Swanick took first place, so him they let walk.
Tell me about the lottery.
It ain't like we came to Nipton to play it. Me and my crew had it worked out to kidnap some NCR troopers who come to town to get laid. Had it all worked out with the scumbag mayor. We were gonna ransom them off, keep their weapons for ourselves, a nice score.
How'd your plan go wrong?
We get in position, and next thing we know, we're surrounded by those fucking Legion freaks. They dragged us and everybody else into the center of town. And that asshole with the dog on his head, he starts talking about how we're bad people. He said we needed to be punished for what we did. Not all of us, but some of us. And then he gives everyone a fucking lottery ticket.
What happened after everyone got lottery tickets?
What do you think? He started drawing tickets and that's how people got punished. First up was the lucky losers. They got decapitated. Guess that's lucky cause it's pretty quick. Then came the crucifixions. God damn, but those went on and on and on. Third place runners-up got enslaved. I got the fuck beat out of my legs. In the winter, they let go free.
What happened to the mayor?
Him? When his ticket came up, they burned him alive on a pile of tires.
You said some of the people were enslaved.
Yeah, a bunch of those Legion fucks dragged them off right away. They were headed east, if you're feeling heroic.
I mean, I'll claim that I'll do what I can to save them, but I might just kill them even after I save them. We'll see.
Don't act like you'd be doing me a favor. I don't give a fuck.
So much, love between the powder gangers. What happened to this town, even though you kind of just explained that?
The Legion happened. What the fuck's it look like?
Yeah, fair enough. I can spare some medics.
Then you're a fucking dream come true, ain't you? How much you gonna give me?
1 dose.
Big fucking deal. Hand it up.
How do I get out of this dialogue? Oh, right. I remember this now. So this is bugged. I have tested this beforehand, and I did remember that I had some kind of problem with this character. I just didn't remember specifically what it was. But for whatever reason, with whatever mods I have, there's some kind of bizarre conflict where I get soft locked and I can't get out of this dialogue. Thankfully, that's why we have saves constantly for everything, and things auto-save, and I have, like, a whole bunch of redundancies in place. So we can't unfortunately do anything with boxcars, so there's some content that I just won't be able to do even if I wanted to. And I'm not really keen on trying to figure out what conflict is causing this to make it so I can't get out of dialogue. It's a really weird problem, but that's just modding New Vegas in general. Sometimes you come across minor bugs like these, and there's just nothing you can do about it, because there's just no way out of this conversation as far as I know. Unless there's a console command I don't know, where you can just force yourself out of a convo. That's possible, but I don't know what it would be. And there's no way to hard exit a conversation, unfortunately, in New Vegas. Perhaps a bit of an oversight on the developer's part, since a lot of other games in the genre do have an option that just lets you, like, hard quit out of a convo, like with a button or something. Like Fallout 1 and 2 have something like that, if I recall correctly. But unfortunately, we're going to have to reload. I will, however, steal a bunch of stuff. Well, it's not marked as stealing, but it's essentially stealing. Not that Boxcars gives a fuck. So, Not sure how much of this will be of use, but I'll take the tin cans, I guess. I'm surprised nobody's commented on the R2-D2. But maybe most of you have been watching earlier, so it's not a surprise. But it's just like, yeah, R2-D2's there. Normal things. Not a whole lot more left here to loot. Ooh, I can take a drink out of the gross bath water. I'm not really used to seeing that. Most of the time, these bathtubs are just empty. A little weird that that one actually has water in it. I kind of forgot about that. Not sure why that one's such an exception. Yeah, it looks like I got everything looted well enough. Of course, there's lots of smaller houses to loot. I'm not sure if these are all really worth my time, but I'll do a quick look. Ooh, vacuum cleaner. You can't go without that. Very important. Alright, there's some Wonder Glue. That's always useful. Wonder Glue is a really important material, especially for weapon repair kits. It's one of the essential parts. Also got a star cap that's kind of pointless since there's no way we're going to finish that quest because it's stupid and long and kind of arduous. It's a silly quest. We'll probably ignore it. I almost never do it. Oh, good. I sat down. Classic Bethesda. Very immersive. I'll take all of that. All the drink. Come to think of it, I might just be able to drink alcohol constantly and not suffer any side effects if the Android thing works right. Again, I really gotta remember to use those drugs. In fact, I'm gonna have a perfect opportunity in the near future here to just do a whole bunch of drugs. Let's get it all queued up. Yeah, I think those are all the drugs I really need for now. Well, maybe that too. Seems good. Thanks for stopping by.
Don't worry. I won't have you lashed to a cross like the rest of these degenerates. It's useful that you happen by. I want you to witness the fate of the town of Nipton, to memorize every detail. And then, when you move on, I want you to teach everyone you meet the lesson that Caesar's Legion taught here, especially any NCR troops you run across.
What lessons did you teach here?
Where to begin? That they are weak and we are strong? This much was known already. But the depths of their moral sickness, their dissolution, Nipton serves as the perfect object lesson.
What exactly happened here, even though I already know?
Nipton was a wicked place, debased and corrupt. It served all comers, so long as they paid. Profligate troops, powder gangers, men of the Legion, such as myself. The people here didn't care. It was a town of whores. For a pittance, the town agreed to lead those it had sheltered into a trap. Only when I sprang it did they realize they were caught inside it too.
You captured everyone?
Yes, and herded them to the center of town. I told them their sins, the foremost being disloyalty. I told them that when legionaries are disloyal, some are punished, the others made to watch. And I announced the lottery. Each clutched his ticket, hoping it would set him free. Each did nothing, even when loved ones were dragged away to be killed.
You slaughtered innocent civilians?
Ha! Innocent. Hardly. Cowardly, though. They outnumbered us, yet not once did they try to resist. They stood and watched as their fellows were butchered, crucified, and burned. One by one, they stood and hoped their turn would not come. Each cared only for himself.
Your crimes are unforgivable.
As are all crimes. If you feel strongly about it, attack us, and soon you won't feel a thing.
See, that's the funny thing. Because in my experience, I've been able to murk you guys each and every time. Let's just open up with some good old-fashioned dynamite. There we go. Yeah, I know I'm a degenerate. You don't need to tell me that. I know the score. Now, this might get me killed. Yeah, bad luck. I'm surprised I'm still alive. Hold on. Alright, let's get them here. The guy on the cross died. Why did he attack him? That went a lot better than I thought it would. Usually that's a bigger struggle, but I guess I got lucky. Again, I do think the followers do tend to cause too much imbalance at times, depending on what your luck is like. Because the followers can just end up tanking too much damage or causing too much distraction that otherwise just generally takes away too much of the challenge, depending on what your luck is like. If they just choose to attack the followers, then yeah, it can kind of cause some problems. But again, I do get one shot like every now and then by enemies, so, you know, it's subjective what the difficulty is. It's really hard to balance any kind of difficulty when you have this many mods, really. But usually that fight is a lot harder. But there are a lot of ways to just make it easier, like, yeah, dynamite just does work. Now, with the mod that I have, this area should have, like, enemies in it. It certainly has lots of landmines. It's one of the Legion's specialties. It's a lore thing. They like leaving landmines underneath corpses or next to corpses. It's kind of part of their thing of whole, you know, being horrible. Like, I think there's a landmine under that. Maybe not. Maybe not that one. Oh, there's the dogs. Those dogs are always here even without the mods. I think the enemies here in this mod don't show up until I get a certain key item. Rad Roach is just randomly here. Delicious dog meat. Oh god. Fuck! I forgot about that one. Damn Legion. Those frag mines really aren't worth trying to get. Better off to just let them trigger. Why can't I loot those? That's fucking weird. Huh. A bunch of lottery tickets, just junk items at this point. Never any real use for them, they're just there for lore. There should be some decent loot in this area, I hope. Certainly a lot of bad frame rate in some spots. That's what happens when you overload your areas with junk and you don't have occlusion culling. Should be the end of this little area. Ooh, big book of science. That's what I'm talking about. +3 to science. There's this terminal. Bunch of lore stuff. Mostly just minor stuff. I actually think a lot of this stuff is modded in, and it's not like official lore, if I recall correctly. Like, I'm pretty sure this is all extra. Like, I don't think this terminal is even here in the base game. I could be wrong. It is kind of hard to keep track of some of the changes. Like, I know a lot about this game, but it has been a hot minute since I've played a bunch of it. Like, actually, for real. Like, this will be the first proper playthrough in, like, a few years at least. At least I think so. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't get past this door with my current lockpicking skill. That's just how it is sometimes. There's probably some good shit back there, but sadly, I can't seem to get to it, and I don't think there's a key. So I might be shit out of luck with this one. I don't see anything. Just the mainframe reset, which I don't really know what that's about. Again, that's kind of something specific to this quest stuff. This mod stuff. But yeah, maybe I don't have that mod that I thought I had. It's hard to remember what I've got. But I remember that there was a mod that, like, spawned a bunch of enemies that attacked me when I did a certain thing. Maybe it's only when I go down here. There's supposed to be, like, a swarm of enemies. But, yeah. I guess that's not a thing with what I did. Or maybe I needed to open that door to do it. Could be that. I had to unlock the door. There's also that door I can't get into. Requires quite a lot. It's hard. Well, looks like I've gotten a... Oh, maybe I didn't. Something happening. Extra dog I didn't kill. Woof woof. Doesn't seem to be anything of consequence here. Alright, seems all clear to me. There are a bunch of other little areas I can loot, maybe, that I probably missed. There's quite a lot in Nipton if you actually dig deep to look for it. Not sure how deep I'll dig, though, but I might give some of these areas a once-over. And hopefully not overlap too much on going to places I've already been. Get some beer. Nice. Oops, I didn't mean to drink from the toilet, but I guess it had happened at some point. Alright, that was a pretty quick loot. What the fuck is happening here? What is all this? That is very random. I'm glad I looked into this house, because I was considering just moving on. What the actual fuck is all this? This is just nonsense. There's a lot of mines too, Jesus. Why is there a cage here? Why did I just die? I have so many questions right now. What the fuck is happening? And I can't open this. Well. Oh, are you serious? It got rid of my binds again? Is this some bug that happens every time you die now? What the fuck, game? Seriously, that is a serious problem, not having binds. Oh my god. That is fucked. Why is it doing that? That is something I'm gonna have to troubleshoot at some point. That is so annoying. I thought I was done with this shit, man. Why do I have to deal with this? But that seems to be the implication, that I just fucking lose my binds every time I die. Real cool. Sorry, Eddie. God, that's annoying. That's like, because if I can't use binds, that like is a severe time waster. Like, I'd have to go through all these menus. That's awful. Don't make me do that, game. Yeah, just random bark scorpions and this weird sci-fi cage. Why not? Probably even more landmines I couldn't get with the dynamite. Oh, grenade rifle. That's neat. I have no ammo. Well, I guess it comes with some ammo, so that's something. Alright. Got ourselves a level up. I would say, due to the advantages it brings, I'm going to keep just pumping all the science. Nothing in that desk, cool. Not sure why you would lock a desk with nothing in it, but alright. Ooh, 2 iron, real helpful. A whole lot of nothing in here for what is a area with a lot of deadly shit. You'd think it'd be protected. Why did that open? I'm so confused. Why did that open? I didn't do anything. It just opened on its own? Alright. Can't open that. Wait. Rigged shotgun. Okay. Declaration of vital essence. What the fuck is that? Is that like a note? Hold on. Yep. Something about a crazy dude with vital essence. he apparently is locking up his essence and setting up defenses, and no one is going to get their hands on my vital essence except old Harry himself, come what may. So I guess this is some crazy dude who... The bark scorpion things are his essence, okay. So I guess there is a lore reason for all this weird random nonsense. I'm pretty sure this is modded in. Interesting, though. At least there's an explanation for it, so I'm satisfied. So just a dude who wanted to defend his shit, who went nuts, so that's pretty typical for these kinds of things. Alright. Anyways, everybody, I'm gonna call it here because I'm getting sore and also my throat's getting tired. I'm not used to this much talking. I'll build up stamina over time. I've just kind of atrophied a lot in my long-term talking. But yeah, I'm pretty worn out, and this is about my limit, and it's pretty much almost on the dot of when I intend to usually end streams anyway, like 11 a.m. So this is where I'll stop, I think. Thank you everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm actually surprised that there were more people who chatted or even stopped by at all. So it's cool that some people showed up, especially since this wasn't planned. So there wasn't anything like that was set up beforehand because I didn't know how the internet would be. But other than that one major drop frame session of like 5+ minutes of just nothing but drop frames, this has been a pretty smooth stream. Hopefully it'll be better in the future, and I won't even have any drop frames. That would be really cool. But yeah, so we'll end it here. Again, thanks everybody. And hopefully we'll be doing this again at the same time, 7 a.m. tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be playing. It might just be more of this for now. We'll see. But yeah, so I don't have a good way to end this other than, yeah, thank you. So have a good rest of your day.